I know what we are. I know I know what we are. We're muted. Welcome. Oh, what a great start to stream. We started a little late because I was watching this thing called Lord of the Rings, you know? It just it's the anniversary. I just had to go see it in theaters. I saw it in theaters last year, but that was a whole year ago. So I had to go see it again. Oh god, I love those movies are so goated. I forgot to update Twitch. I know what I need to do. I need to wipe my history, which would mean that I'd have to re-sign into everything. So I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that over the weekend. But welcome, Opus, welcome Gundam. Welcome to the stream. I don't know anything about this game. I know nothing about this game. So let's just jump into it. Looks like we're a brown woman. Worlds, minigames, world servers. My avatar. Oh, hey, that's Seph's hairstyle. But Seph isn't brown. Or a woman. Do we make it look like... Well, this is Seph's account. It's Ryu Weewoo. So I guess we have to make it look like Seph. No, that doesn't look like Seph. I guess... Well, Seph has white hair, though. But he has... I guess we're gonna have to make Seph before the amber. Ooh. Starting with Scuff, excellent. In no other way, baby. No other way to start. Ooh. Oh, I just discovered Bilbo Cut of The Hobbit. I downloaded it to watch it tonight. Is that like a fan edit? Like how there's a fan edit of there's a demastered version of the, what is it? There's Star Wars Demastered, where they took the Laserdisc copies of Star Wars original trilogy and the Blu-ray copies of it, and what they did is they just removed all the CGI scenes, but kept the high fidelity, so it's a Star Wars Demastered. It's really fucking good. But is it like that, where it says like an edit? It's like how there's also like an edit of The Dark Knight, where they just go, okay, and after, the Joker's captured, we just end the movie. And it's like, well, what about the whole Harvey Dent scene? Like, the like Harvey Dent Two-Face. Like, that's super important for, like, the world and characters. Yeah, but it's boring, and nobody cares about the sequel, so who gives a shit? What's this haircut? Oh, that's like a fucking JoJo character. Oh, that's ugly. That's unfortunate. Oh god. Welcome, Lon. Yeah, Minecraft 2. After all these years. I remember the first time I saw Minecraft. It was my brother and his friend were playing it, and they just had like a mob trap. This was like Minecraft when it was like early beta. It might have been alpha Minecraft, in all honesty. It was super early. There were already mods for the game because they were like making Iron Man armor. Like, not like, it wasn't like functional Iron Man armor, it just looked like Iron Man. I don't remember much, but I remember that's the first time I ever saw Minecraft, and look how far it's come. It's now not even called Minecraft, it's called Hytale. Amazing. What's this? Oh shit, what do your eyebrows look like? You have really bushy eyebrows. Not that bushy. Those are actually pretty close. Those are pretty close to Seph's eyebrows. Those are actually more accurate to his eyebrows, though. This is what I want the eyebrows to be. That's Seph's eyebrows. Why does he look sad, though? We gotta give him big eyelashes, though. We can give him goat eyes. Never played Minecraft? Really? It's really good. It's really good. Just go in, especially the older Minecrafts. There's kind of a je ne sais quoi of the older Minecrafts where it's beautiful in its simplicity. Modern Minecraft, there's so much to do. There's so many little things. It's like, it's a living game. So it's like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering, where it's just like at a certain, like where the classic thing is just so great in its simplicity, all the ways you can exploit, the physics of it all, but also just play it straight. And nowadays there's just like all sorts of new rules to it. There's all sorts of new gimmicks, and you're like, I don't know what's going on anymore. You're back. Wear a skirt. But Seth isn't Scottish. Ooh. The graphics never did it for you. It's more of an aesthetic thing. Seth has these eyes. His eyes are blue. His eyes are actually aqua. That's actually technically aqua. Okay, he has aqua eyes. Damn it. I wish I could do Seth's hair with the, like, highlights. Seth does not... Does Seth have any facial hair? No, he doesn't. Seth does not wear a hat, because it would mess up his do. The aesthetic... It's just... I can see the aesthetics for some people. It's just too simple. There are, of course, mods for that, but... Oh my god, we can be a whatchamacallit. We can be like Megumine, whatever she is. I always get the name for it wrong. I always call it the wrong thing. In America, we just call them edgelords. In Japan, they have their own word for it. But we can be a total edgelord chat. We have to have a fucking eye patch to cover up our inner demon, so the inner pachycephalosaur doesn't come out. Can I move the band-aid so it's over his non-existent Krillin nose? One moment, I'll be right back. I need to make sure somebody's not struggling with something. Yeah, her name's Megumine, but I don't know what is she called. It's like it's not a Hikikimori. A Hikikimori something else. Oh, the game actually has a slight fidelity bump. I could maybe be convinced to try it. I use the same way back in a Kerbal Space Program, but I have that like 5,000 hours. It's just a hump. You get over it, you're done. Ooh, it's a slight barrier, but really it's just nothing major with like graphics or aesthetics a lot of times. Not a fish. Sorry, I was about to get some hiccups. And the whole saying you're not a fish works really well with me. Damn right. We're gonna have our underwear be boxer briefs. What's this? Oh my god, clothes? In Minecraft, I could just make my own clothes, though. Okay, let me... That's pretty much Seth. That's pretty much Seth's like... Okay, we got... What's this? No, that's cringe. No, that doesn't work. Wait. Wait. That looks like piss. Sorry. He does wear a poofy jacket. Seth does wear a poofy jacket. Can I recreate Seth from memory? It's literally a design I worked very closely with Atya for, so you think I would. I very closely directed what the design was supposed to be. Locked cosmetics. Well, none of... Wait. Oh, that would actually be really close to Seth. That'd be even more Seth, but we'll go with the poofy jacket. Seth has a bit of a poofy jacket. Opus, you won this round for being early. I was out for 2 hours. To be fair, I think somebody left a like before even Opus got here. I don't know who that was because I thought it was Gundam, but like I don't know who that was. Somebody left a like really early. Like the moment I started stream, somebody just swooped in and left a like. Then like half an hour later, Opus was like first, and then I saw his like come in. So I don't know. Somebody actually beat both of you, I think. Look under it. No. Oh, a sailor outfit. Hey there, big boy. Hello. Ooh. Wait, fingerless gloves. Technically, Seth wears fingerless gloves, though he actually wears a drawing glove on one hand, then he wears a reverse drawing glove on the other hand, because asymmetry. Pants. Seth, what do you wear? What do you wear, Seth? You wear shorts. You wear shorts. You wear... Well, none of these really come through, do they? That's actually pretty close. If I could get short version that... There we go. Bald. No, that's a toggle. That'll be a toggle for Seth, don't worry. I am victory! Not me. If it was, you'd also leave a chat. Wasn't me. Somebody just swooped in. Let's get... socks. Hold up. Oh, look at them feet. Oh, that is... Why are you giving him toes? I only did this, oh, knee pads. Yeah, we're gonna be pro dick suckers. That's why we need the knee pads chat. No knee pad. Oh my god, we can have stockings. Oh my god, better than panty. I'm saying it. I'm saying right now. Fucking stocking is better than panty. Ooh, she's hotter as well. No socks. Boots. He wears steel-toed boots. Do we have any steel-toed boots? For Seth? I'm not bald. Ooh. No, you're bald. Okay. I was shaving my head and now I'm bald. So you chose to be bald. Interesting. What's this? Voyager. Can I make these? Well, actually, he has white shoes, don't you? Oh, that looks awesome. Awful. Okay, but the thing is, he has black leggings. Huh? No! No! Well, wait. No! I was like, if I can make the white black and the black blue, that would literally be his pant. That would literally be the leggings he wears. What are these? Eh? 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 We can have a cape? We're gonna be a dirty fucking vagrant, actually? All the other capes are for people who aren't poor and got the standard edition? I see how it is. I see how it is. We were too poor. We look so sad. Why are you looking sad, Seth? Look like a sad piece of shit, Seth. You look like the saddest shit I've ever seen. Okay, well, there's Seth, I guess. Let's go. Wait, Seth, you are not brown. Wait a minute, Seth, why are you Indian? Okay, wait a minute. We made a mistake. Seth, why are you wait. Oh, Seth, you have piercings. But it's not a beaded. Technically, yes. That's the closest we have to your piercings. Yeah, Seth got muscles. Sure, why not? Oh, there's so many options we just didn't do. We can make him look even more. Oh, okay. He looks like a sad homeless man. It's humid and he can't help it. Oh, okay. Mod to make fishnet socks. He doesn't wear fishnets. He wears Under Armour. He wears Under Armour on his legs. Not fishnets. Wait, did I? No, we got rid of the eye scar. He doesn't have the eye scar. Did we get rid of the eye scar? Or did we keep the eye scar? Shit. Wait a minute. Does Seth have an eye scar? No, we got rid of the eye scar because they would be too busy on the face if he had the eye scar and the nose scar. But he does have Jesus Christ, these are just different versions of, like, making him look depressed. Like, he has freckles, that's just a reason to be depressed. He's, like, emaciated, just walked right out of Auschwitz. That's actually just me, just fucking bags under the eyes constantly. That's also me after I shave, just immediately grows back. What's this one? Oh, that's scar on his face. That's me in, like, a week. That's me in 2 weeks. That's me if I was from China. I shouldn't have said that last one. What makes you different? That's just... Okay. Okay, Seth, what kind of eyes do you... Technically, that's actually closer to Seth. But he doesn't have crow's feet. Oh my god, look at him. He looks so smug and punchable. Got muscles, had bra. Nah, fish. No, he doesn't wear fishnets. We can give him big, kissable lips. Oh, dude. Now he looks like he walked straight out of, like, Love in Deep Space. Ooh. Actually, do the guys have big... Do the guys have, like, big lips in that? They're all, like, Korean supermodel looking. Which is weird, because I think it's Chinese. He looks like such a piece of shit. I kind of like the smug aura. Oh, fucking fun. We can make him bigger. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why do we get that option? Also, how do I change the skin tone? Seth isn't brown. He's actually very white. That's not my decision, by the way. I want to know that. That's not my decision. I told Atya he can be anywhere from, like, as dark as, like, as Mary is to, like, white as a ghost. She chose to make him white, not me, okay? She chose to take away his melanin. It was not my decision. Also, you know, like, being underground for 70 million years also took away his melanin. How do I change his skin tone? Every time I ask this, I feel like I'm being racist by asking how do I make him no longer brown? What's wrong with him being brown? Nothing's wrong with him being brown. It's just not character accurate. Hytale tip, if you hold your attack button, it will become a... Ooh, it does a charge. Okay. It looks like a character in Concord. Why you gotta do him dirty like that? Smeagol ears? We're not giving him Smeagol ears. Who should... Oh my god, and Tolkien thought all of like 2 seconds when he's like, oh, I need Smeagol, like, you know, when he got the ring, he killed his friend. What should his friend's name be? Well, he's like Smeagol, but dead. Deagle. You did it again. How does Tolkien do it? How does he keep getting away with it? Head, body. But oh, there's the color. Oh, we can make him look like Flavor Flav with white hair. Neat. That's too white. That's like fucking Irish white. Ugh, gross. That's fucking... we can make him into Donald Trump. Fascinating. You know, they're very accepting here. Good for them. All skin tones. Ooh. We can be Wicked Witch of the East, Nancy Pelosi. God damn it, she's on the West Coast. That joke's ruined. We're gonna be pink. There's the human skin tones. Too pale, holy shit. Not dark enough. Skin tones feel weird. That one looks like he has liver disease. I don't like that one. I guess this is the proper one. Okay. Okay, we have Seth. World. What is this? New world. I fucking... Okay, we have to, what is this? Unavailable during early access. Adventure, so that's story mode. Exploration. Explore an echo of Orbis. Build, craft, and survive. Then find a way to restore that what was lost. Creative. Unleash your avatar potential and develop a romaine. Yeah, we're doing the one that, you know, has me dying in it. What should we name the world? What should we name the world? Don't worry. How yellow we talking? Just a yellow liver disease. That was very yellow liver disease. You know, honestly, I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on first death. Is it weird that this little thing right here looks like Uruka from Phase Connect to me? Because it has like the little bear ear hair buns. Really, that's it. It looks a little like it has a little bit like it looks a bit like a nerd with its big eyes and gaped mouth. So like that also reminds me of Uruka. Feels like it's a little dead inside, a little confused at what's going on, like how it got here. Reminds me more of Uruka. It's very Uruka coded. For some reason there's a bird on it. Get out of here. But this is very Uruka coded, and I don't know if that's just me. Ooh. It does. Uruka is great. She is great. Cretaceous. Fuck, how do I spell Cretaceous? Cretaceous. Is that how you spell Cretaceous? Let's see. Cretaceous. We're like 20 minutes in. Yeah, I can spell Cretaceous. I know when pachycephalosaurs are from. I can spell the pachycephalosaur time. I closed the window like an idiot. Hold up. Okay. I just figured out the best way. Packy paths. Yeah, and just have that capitalize A. Wait, no. The packy paths. Packy paths? Packy paths. Because it's the path we walk together. Create world. So I am still Mary, but I'm playing as Seth. This is kind of a mindfuck now that I think about it. It only took us 20 minutes though. That's not bad at all, taking only 20 minutes to get, you know, the character customization done. A lot of people spend like hours on that. Me though, I know what I want. I want him to look like a douchebag, and we did it. What are you going to call chat after you rebrand? Oh, that I've already said that as long as it's Seth streaming, you guys are the Packy Pals. Or the Packy Pack. There's idiots and idiots adjacent. What's this? Oh! Yes, we punch. Yeah. Yeah. This is good. This is good gameplay. Oh, I was actually stopping. Cobblestone. We got the stone of the kibble. F. Press F to pick up a rubble. Press F to turn off. I do not like it. So, like, is the implication we came through a portal? I feel like I'm not supposed to be breaking this. I feel like that's a bad thing that I'm breaking this. F to interact. Can I change that real quick? Do not quit to desktop. That would be stupid. Mouse controls. E, please. Instead of interact with block, can that please be E? Oh, okay. Drifting planes. Is that a dinosaur? No, fuck, that is not a dinosaur. I saw spikes. I thought it was a dinosaur. I was really excited. It's not a dinosaur. It is not my kin. Okay, so tab for inventory. God, he looks like such a piece of shit. I should have kept him brown. You looked better tan, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he's sad. He's like, I didn't really make that choice. Oh, okay, you feckless piece of shit. What is this? Workbench. We need wood. Okay, let's go punch some trees. Oh, wood. Ooh, wood. Ooh, wood. Ooh, wood. So we need other wood. Campfire. We don't need campfire. The guys come around here often. If you forgot to change the abilities, you're gonna misclick your E and while also using your ability. Oh my god! Physics! I thought, you know, I'd just cross that bridge when I came to it, but I'll just switch that to F. Ability to F. I was just gonna cross that bridge when I came to it, in all honesty. And then any stone. Oh, we need more cobble. Can I just like punch this? I didn't mean to climb that, but whatever. Punch it. Keep punching it. You got this. You did great. Come on. Come on. Oh, God. You think if this game gets successful, Microsoft is gonna pull a Nintendo and sue them? Ooh, let's see here. Craft. We put that here. And we use a workbench. And now we can make swords! Okay. Craft. Okay, we have sword. And now we have crude daggers. I'm gonna go kill this dude. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, God. Why are orcs big in everything? When, like, literally orcs come from, like, Tolkien. Like, Tolkien, if I remember correctly, invented the word orc. And orcs are supposed to be, like, manlets. Like, they're supposed to be, like, 5'6" at the most. And a lot of times they're shorter than that. But in everything, like, they're, like, 6'6", you know, giants, like, 5 feet wide. Why? When did this happen? Is Warcraft to blame? Well, technically, no. Dungeons and Dragons, is that to blame? Warhammer? Who do I blame for this? Welcome, Ricey. Ooh. Did you miss anything? Not really, not really. It's a very casual game. I'm trying to figure out how to... What's that? What's that? Is that my kin? My kin! Or Seth's kin. Dinosaurs! Ah! I cannot mount the dinosaur. Look at that little adorable thing. We must protect them. Ooh. Kill all mammals. Protect all dinosaurs. Ruins! I wonder if this is like procedurally generated or it's like this for like everyone. Ooh. What's you? Wabbit! Beep, 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 beep. Come here! Come here! Come here! I love Pipkin Pippa! Oh, well, they just leave the body here to make... Okay, I was gonna be like, to make me feel bad. It's just sleeping, chat. Ooh. If you use a charge tech, it will also use your stamina. Oh, there is a little stamina bar. There's a good amount of stamina in this game. I'm happy about that, because a lot of games, stamina is, like, you are asthmatic. Ooh, you're asthmatic and 500 like pounds overweight in most games. Pick up azure fruit. Hmm. You killed Pippa? No, I just killed one of her family members. We do that a lot in these games. Ooh. Also, was that a jackalope? It didn't really have horns, but it had nubbins on its head, didn't it? I don't have a food bar. Do I eat this? Will I get sick? I got health back, so that is my food bar. Health and food. Ooh. Pig! Why are there... I was gonna say like a pig VTuber, but then I realized I don't really know any pig VTubers. Why aren't there any like cute little pig girls? Or disgusting pig men? Why are pigs so underrepresented in VTubing? Frog! There are some frogs in VTubing. You killed a chat. Oh no, not the pip. Oh. Oh god. Which ones did I kill though? Because there's like the Hareens and the capitalist capipis. Which one did I kill? Which ones did I kill? I don't even know which ones are gonna be coming after me. New Arknight Enfield game I heard is great, but payment is bugged from what I hear. Ooh. Bugged in the fact that you can't pay, or the fact that they like multi-charge you, you know? Like the fact that you can't pay just means that like you just have to wait on that. If it's multi-charging people, that's a lawsuit. You think cooking? Oh yeah, cooking would definitely like make it better. Ooh, that's a fundamental game mechanic. I just don't have time to make a campfire. I'm too busy, you know, destroying the ecosystem. Is that a burb? There might be a pig girl. Ooh. Oh. Is she pink or is she like a wild boar? Bye-bye. Well, maybe she's like a specific type of pig. Oh, look at that adorable thing. Tenma, you're like, I also like you from FaZe Connect. Get over here. Let's kill you too. Oh, we should collect all the FaZe Connect members. Ah, fucking, it's just like the real Tenma. Fuck you. We could collect all the FaZe Connect members. We could get like a goldfish, which I'm sure there's a fish maybe. Are there fish? We can get a goldfish for Mari Mari. We can get a rabbit. Ooh. Come here! What's the rhyme that Gollum says? Ooh. Did my weapon level up? Okay. No, I don't want you. If you whale in the game, someone else gets the currency you paid for. I can shoot down the bird, fascinating, but... Well... Wait. If you whale for the game, someone else gets the currency you paid for. Oh! Okay, so you're saying... I thought, like, when you're saying, like, when you spend, the money goes towards, like, somebody, like, in real life who's not part of the game. Like, they somehow messed it up where, like, their payouts are going to some random dude. No, that's not it always. You're saying, like, if you go in and you buy currency in the game, you'll be, like, your money will be given to somebody else. That is wild. That is, I don't even know how you mess that up. That is a wild thing to mess up. A snake, ooh, a snake. The only gacha game I'm really familiar with in the news right now is that, what is it called? The Brown Dust 2, which got like heavily censored because Germany, like literally just Germany by itself was like, no, 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 no. You can't have petite women and lollies in your game because, you know, that's not good. You know, the same country that for like, what is it, several decades was like, we're gonna put actual real children with PDF files. You know, we're gonna put you know, if you're an orphan in Germany, we're just gonna throw you in with a bunch of PDF files, you know, see what happens. They did that for decades in Germany. I don't want to hear morality from there's a lot of things I don't want to hear from Germany, and all of them have to do with morality. Germany is the country that's just Uruka! That's just like, oh hey, you know what? Let's try to like reinvent like you know, moral systems and, you know, hey. Oh. We're fans. We like you. Your violin's playing is very pretty. But I just don't like Germans. Ooh, who's a squirrel? Emmy's close enough to a squirrel. We can name you Emmy. Brown Dust 2. Ooh. But only ad I've ever seen of Brown Dust. Actually, I've seen quite a few ads of Brown Dust 2. But the one that sticks in my head rent-free is the woman with like the really, oh god, with the tights. And she's just pulling on like her like tights. And it's just like, she's practically naked. Like it's literally like, normally when you see superhero tights, they're so tight that you're like, yeah, they just didn't want to draw clothes. In this case, it's just like, holy shit, you could look at that character and learn gynecology. And it's just, oh god, but not really a game I'm interested in, but I just don't like censorship in general. Yeah, it does have crazy fan service, like what I was just, again, you can learn gynecology from the character models while they're fully clothed. Ooh. It is quite insane. Beep, 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 beep. They're all jackalopes. You know what I just realized? I have no idea how to get back to where we were. I've just been running and exploring the world so much. I hope that's allowed. I hope I'm not like missing out on something by doing that. Oh, my health is going down. Ooh, is it because I'm hungry? Or did I jump from a high place and like break my ankles a little? Fan service in gacha games are more funny to me than anything. Like, whenever I see Azure Lane fan service, it's always just funny to me because it's very obvious what they're doing. I have seen some ads for Azure Lane, and they're very funny because like what they'll do is they'll like show the animation but cut it off, and so it looks even worse than it is. Ooh. It's just like a woman, you know, like shaking a martini, but they cut it off. So it looks like, you know, she's the one getting shook, if you know what I mean. And it's just like, fucking, what a game. Well, my workbench was over there. How do I make, What was that? That was a fox. I need stone of cobble. Hello, birds. Birds are friend. There's a VTuber who, Clover is a Highland cow. Ooh, so I guess that's Clover, but she's not part of Phase Connect. Are we going back from whence we came, or... Sheep! Lisa! I can't say her name. Is it Fukuji? Fuku. I just know her as Lisa. Fukuji, Fukuku. It's just Lisa. But she's a friend of Pipkin Pippa. I mean, the dev of Azure Lane even moved their office to Japan so they can make more not safe for work. And their CEO made a video on how to make it into not safe for work on Steam. Is Azure Lane on Steam? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I feel like that. God, it's a gacha game, so I wouldn't want to touch it, but I feel like it would just be fun to, like. That seems like a fun game to do. But where were they before? Were they like in Korea or something? Was it originally a Korean game? Though I know we were already here because that's the bear. I'm not sure if we're making progress or we're just running in a circle. Not Lisa Simpson, no. No. I never made that connection before. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so they were Korean. Well, ooh, I can understand them being changing because, God, I know Korea has very strict laws on like smut, and apparently they have people who volunteer, quote unquote, and their job is to look online. Swamp Thing! Don't hurt me, bro. Don't hurt me, bro. Don't hurt me, bro. And their whole job is to look online for, like, illicit websites or explicit websites, which are also illicit, and report them to the government, effectively. Ooh, they just spend their free time ruining everybody else's fun. That's just a thing that some Korean people do. They're just like, nope. Nope. You can't have this. Ooh. Isn't Korea also the country that's like, they have to censor the underside of shoes? We've been here before. They have to censor the underside of shoes because it's like considered vulgar in their country. There's some East Asian country that does that. I don't know if it's Korea though. We're back at the Highland Cows. We're going in circles. Originally Chinese. Oh, okay. Chika Fuji. That's what it is. I was getting the syllables in the wrong order. Not Fukachi. Chika Fuji. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Storm. I don't know how you're really fucking good at that. What was the anime chat that I was asking about, but Storm wasn't here to tell me what anime it was? What was that? Last stream, I had an anime on my brain that I could not remember for the life of me. Ooh, and I was like, I need Storm to figure it out for me. What was it? Oh, it was the Vampire Lolly anime. That's what the one it was. The one where, like, when the vampire girl, like, normally she's just like a lolly, but when she becomes full power, she just becomes a naked woman. Because that's what you do. The guy who made it made adult doujinshis. The like main character was like a werewolf who like swore his like life to her, but like had amnesia. Don't worry, friends. You know, don't apologize or nothing for. You know, I hope your time with your friend went well, Storm. I hope you had a good time hanging out. But that was the anime. In the first episode, like, there's a vampire who turns into a chameleon, because that's just what vampires do in this anime. They're just shapeshifters. They're just called vampires for some reason. Chalk. I don't need chalk. I need limestone. Vampire girl with main character becomes werewolf. Yeah, pretty much. It sounds... I've seen it twice. I've watched it twice. I watched it when I was a kid, and I, watched it, like, when I... Well, technically was still a kid. I watched it when I was a real little kid, and I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. And then I watched it when I was, like, older, and I'm like, this should be, like, tantalizing to me, but it's just fucking... It's one of those animes that just goes into, like... That goes back into being weird. It circles back into being weird, of all things. Okay, no. Stone rubble. I need to get back to the cobblestone, because I need cobblestone. You watched it as a kid? Dude, if fucking... Listen, I wasn't allowed to watch Dragon Ball Z. That was too violent. But my mom would be like, come watch 6 Feet Under with me. Okay, my mom was like dumb as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. She wasn't the best fucking mother. If you don't know what 6 Feet Under was, it was an HBO show, and every cold open of it. Okay, so 6 Feet Under is about like a people who work at a mortuary who prepare dead bodies, and every episode opened with somebody dying. So it'd just be like somebody driving in a car, and you'd be like, ooh, are they gonna get in a car accident and die? Or, you know, they'd be like, you know, like doing something and be like, ooh, how did this person get it? It's every cold opener with somebody dying in some horrific fashion, and then the episode is preparing their body. That's 6 Feet Under. You know, that was fine to watch, you know, but Dragon Ball, too violent. Couldn't watch Dragon Ball. I still did. My dad was cool. He was like, no, that's fucking... Watch the guy with the purple hair with the sword. I like that guy. Ooh, that's how you know my dad's based. He knew the characters. Purple hair guy with sword. Short dude with widow's peak. He knew the characters. You got me at the vampire lady? I thought it was a... Monogatari. No, it's not Monogatari. Oh, they're re-releasing $2,000 Hamilton watches for Resident Evil 9 collab. I didn't know Resident Evil collabed with the Hamilton play. That's crazy. Alexander Hamilton. What does the time say? 9:00 p.m. Oh, God. Alexander Hamilton. He's on the $10 bill and got shot because he was a little too bitter. He had a rival, and instead of settling it like men and just being like, we have our differences, they were like, you know what? Let's shoot at each other until one of us is dead. Ooh. Oh, broken water area. Just like Minecraft. So is this like... Oh, you can walk on... Okay, that's pretty cool. There's a lot of things I watched as a kid. What else did I watch as a kid? Ooh. You know, I feel like I should be able to cite more, but most of them just seem so mundane. Like, Ghost in the Shell isn't something you're supposed to watch when you're real little. Ooh! But I watched Ghost in the Shell when I was real little. All versions of it that were out at the time. I even read... I read the uncensored Ghost in the Shell when I was like... What, like 13? Boy, was I surprised by the lesbian sex scene in that. Oh, and was I disappointed when I bought the copy from Barnes and Noble of Ghost in the Shell, and it didn't have the lesbian sex scene in it. I was like, man, this is bullshit. I remember reading that scene when I was like 13 years old, and I was blown away that they were allowed to do that. Apparently Barnes and Noble didn't let that go through though. You saw Alien at 5? I don't remember how old I was when I saw Alien. I just know that my fear of the dark has always manifested as the xenomorph. So thanks for that, Mom. I mean, my parents also were just like, you know what? Let's take our son to New Jack City. This wasn't me, but my older brother. They're just like, New Jack City, which is like an ultra-violent film from like the 90s or something. And they're just like, yeah, that's a good movie to take like a fucking 1 year. That's a good movie to take like a 3-year-old to or something shit. We're like new parents. It's our first kid. We can fuck up with this one a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, the watches you wear on your wrist tell the time. There is a high-end brand called Hamilton. I know wristwatches are a thing. I'm not that young. I'm not that much of a fucking new blood. I don't know what a fucking wristwatch is. God damn it, I thought that was cobblestone. Or do I need to like hit it with... Is cobblestone, but I need hit with rock? No. hit with rock. Hit with wood. If I leave wood in ground for long enough, would become rock, though. If I leave bone in ground long enough, it become rock. If I go in ground, do I become rock? I'm really fucking curious about that anime. Now that I've remembered to ask about it, I'm actually just thinking about it nonstop. I'm like, what is the name of it? My Pinar was not tingled. 0 out of 10. FPS Barnes and Noble. I'm still happy I have the copy. It says that when I was like reading the physical copy for the first time, and I got to that section, I was like, wait a minute, they just skipped like 2 whole pages. There was like a whole page of setup and a whole like, and there was pretty much one like, I think a page spread of it. Like, I was like, wait a minute, it's missing here. It literally adds nothing to the story. It's just that the author was feeling a little randy that day, and he's like, I make really good drawings of oiled up women. And he does. In fairness, he does make very good drawings of oiled up women. Ooh. Let's see here. The name that came more fine, I got to the kitchen, looked it up, and has a vampire girl and werewolf. To protect her, yes, but no clue if it's the one. Dance in the vampire bund. That's it! The bund. I know that's the correct one, because when you said bund, I was like, that's the only thing that has the title bund in it. The vampire bund. That's it. You got it, Storm. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I just need to get do I have enough cobblestone to make a workbench? Ooh. We will make this our home. So, how do I make thing? Oh, we have more than enough. And then, give. Thank you. Fun fact, if you, cheat in the game Azure Lane, the devs can detect them, then put you in a Wall of Shame ban account. Was it Azure Lane that Sakuna got banned from because he cheated in? From, like, the CEO of Phase Connect cheated in a game, and I think it was Azure Lane, because it was Azure Lane or a different game that did a Wall of Shame, and to this day, he's on H2O Sakuna is on the Wall of Shame of Azure Lane or a different gacha game. And a lot of people go like, that was the canon event. That was the split in the timeline that got us Phase Connect. The reason we have Phase Connect today is because Sakuna got banned from Azure Lane because he was a dirty cheater. Yes. Okay, so craft. E. Turn on. You're so sexy, girl. No? It no work? Turn on. Oh. Oh, me can cook 2 things. Charcoal? Wait. Wasn't that pork ribs? What? What? That looks good. I am... Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Sakuna and Azure Lane, Wall of Shame, E. I like whenever they post the Wall of Shame, like people are like, wait, Sakuna, people who don't already know are like, Sakuna! It's always fun. They should get a sponsorship with with it. Oh god, a Phase Connect. Dude, if they could get the Phase Connect girls in Azure Lane, that would sell gangbusters, dude. people would pay hand over fist for Cleo and Lumi like live 2Ds, let's be honest. You might be like, what about Pippa? Pippa would never agree to a live 2D, first and foremost. And outside of the memes, like people would get it for the memes, but people would actually wail for Lumi and Cleo. Let's fucking be real for a moment. Including Cleo. Cleo would probably wail for her own fucking for her own 2D, for her own live 2D. What I was going to say was that anime you're talking about, because I saw it yesterday when I was searching it, but then forgot. What a shame. But Storm got it. It was Dance with the Vampire Bund. I can't wait to be done with the real grade Sinanju. I shall haunt my nightmares no longer. You're pretty good at finding upgrade kits. Were you able to get an upgrade kit for the Sinanju? Crude mace. Oh, tools. Okay, so tools. Crude pickaxe. Give me my wood back, please. Thank you. I'm just gonna punch everything before actually getting stuff from it, aren't I? That's just gonna be the new... That's just gonna be my method. Okay. We have been crafting, and now it is time to mine. Like the children of the 1800s, we yearn for the mines. Ooh. If children were not built for mines, then why are mines so often child-sized? I ask you this. Ooh. Hobbits would make great miners. Ooh. And you don't have to worry about any of those, like, laws against, you know, like, using miners for mining. Ooh. Is that what Saruman did when he scoured the Shire? He was just looking for cheap labor, dude. He just went to the hobbits. They're small, they can fit in tight places. K's with the party of one. Welcome, K's. Oh, there is, but it only fixes like a little over half of the problems. Oh, that's a shame. Can I get like a light or something? How I make light? Furnace. Okay. Oh. Me not complete? I'm sorry. I didn't know your game. I didn't realize there was a build time. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you some disrespect like that. No! F. I didn't mean to put that there. Oh, thank God. Break. Break. Furnace, go here. There we go. And then... Okay, we're gonna make a natural Minas Tirith. We're just gonna build into the mountain, like real men. The base kit is fundamentally flawed unless you replace the entire inner frame. With a decent bit more, it would need to be fixed. That's a kit that they should do a 2.0 for. Now that they're doing real grade 2.0s, I hope the Sinanju is on the short list for real grade 2.0s, because if it got a 2, like, I'm hesitant to getting a real grade Sinanju, but if it got a 2.0, I'd be pretty interested. I would be very interested in that. And I think it would do pretty well, because the Sinanju is a popular mobile suit in general, and the original is kind of known for not being the best. Kind of like how the original RX-78, being the first real grade, was kind of known for, like, not really being all that worthwhile. Ooh. Hence why they started with it. Wait, what? Oh, no, nothing. Clearing out space. Oh, goodness. Now that I've rewatched The Lord of the Rings again, I just want to talk to my friends about it. I just want to ask my friends, like, out of the hobbits, which hobbit do you think you are? Real stupid questions. Ooh. But ask them which hobbits they think I am. Da-da-da. But no! Darn it. Just like real Minecraft. Bop, bop, bada bop, boop, boop, boop. Bop, bop. That's a chimney now, because I said so. Okay, so what do I do? What's this? Target practice. Oh, that's neat. What I put in furnace? Furnace, what I put in you? I make axe so I can get wood. Me make axe. Crude hatchet. What hammer do? Used to alter appearance, structure, building blocks. Ah! Editor. Okay, me go get wood. Ah, snake! Look in stream talk. Me look in stream talk. Give me a moment. Stream talk. God bless you, Mike and Nell. Still doing that grind. Thank you, Mike and Nell. I remember when I've seen some of your other animations. Good stuff. My lollification powers may be too dangerous, but don't forget I can also de-lollify your Oshi. That'd actually be kind of a fun I hope that becomes a trend. De-lollification. Not because I'm against lollies. I just think that'd be funny, and it'd actually probably make some people get pissy. There'd probably be some people who would get weird about it, and I'd want to see who gets weird over it. Make lollies into voluptuous mommies. Why not? Let's see here. Did I mention anything? Imagine if they kept the ass at... Oh my god, they didn't make it 2.0, they just made it Sinanju Stein real grade. My soul would fucking leave my body. My soul... It would just fucking go. Oh, I love this. The Sinanju Stein is my preferred version of the Sinanju, so that would just be death for me. That would be fucking awful. Welcome, Kays. We get to mention when I first caught up, I don't know any pig VTubers, but always thought Muyu should have chose a pig when she joined Phase Connect because she makes a Japanese pig sound when she burps. What the fuck sound is that? Spell that out for me like I'm a child. Explain it to me as you would a child. Shit, what's that from? Shit. Explain it to him as you would a child. Shit. That's a line from a movie and it's a really emotional scene. Because the guy has to like reveal he's been lying. Ooh. What is that? Wait. Explain you would to a child. Oh, Galaxy Quest. That's what it is. That's actually a really emotional scene in Galaxy Quest. In Galaxy Quest, because like they kind of like an alien race pretty much abducts like the cast of like think Star Trek because they think Star Trek is a documentary. So they're like, we need to get, like, you know, Captain Kirk and his friends to, like, lead us in a resistance against an evil galactic tyrant. So they pretty much get, like, you know, William Shatner and whatnot. It's not William Shatner, I'm just saying, like, the actor, so you're familiar with him. It's pretty much like, what if a bunch of aliens abducted, like, you know, the crew, the, like, cast of Star Trek to be real space heroes. And they kind of just played along with it. And the scene where the bad guy makes the the cast of the TV show reveal that they were, you know, never really there. Best viewers. No. Thank you for catching that, Automod. Automod's getting better at that. But when they have to explain, like, you know, that they're not really heroes, the villain, you know, like, the aliens don't get it at first, so the villain just goes and just says, explain it to him as you would a child. Because the aliens don't understand the concept of lying. Ooh. It's fucking... It's a real... Oh, there's so many good scenes in that movie. That's one of the best parody films, in my opinion. Now imagine he's, Germans? Ooh. Sounds like Boohie. Why her burp sound like that? She could be like a little teacup pig, though, couldn't she? If I'm thinking of the right, I want to make sure I'm not being extra dumb here. We use the tiny one, right? Yeah, she is. She's a tiny cow. Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't watch Muyu, so I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting her wrong. Check model news in Discord. I'll check in a minute. I'm building a home. Let me build my home. Let me build my first Minecraft home. Oh, yeah. 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 It's pretty much like... It really is like Minecraft. I know that's what they're aiming for, but there's just something funny about even when you build things. It's just like, yeah, let's add some color to it, so you just add some wood, and it's like, yeah. Now it has that nice oak lining like a 70s house, but it's real oak instead of that, like, crappy plastic filament shit. Fucking, I'll tell you what I should have been. I should have been a dog from Wacky Racers. That's what my VTuber model should have been. Because when I start laughing, my asthma ends up making me sound like him. I think... Was it last stream or the stream before where I had an asthma attack because I laughed so hard at really stupid things? And I literally started to do that, where I started to go... Because I couldn't fucking breathe. Oh god, but then I start coughing and it's not funny anymore. It actually becomes really concerning. Build a Minecraft. Build a home. We haven't gone deep yet. Ooh. Is there magma pools? Can I dig straight down? Can I do the one... It broke and became less efficient. So I can repair? It don't just disappear like Minecraft? This isn't your dad's Minecraft, kids? How I repair? Workbench. Workbench. I want make repair bench. Armor workbench. I need a lot more wood. We go get more wood. Why am I talking like a fucking caveman every time I want to get wood? I just realized that. Why am I doing that? What the fuck's wrong with me? Oh, okay, sorry. Is this Muyu's, like, uncle or something? Thing looks more like a frickin', oh shit. Why did my brain just forget? It looks more like a bantha than a cow. What are you? I want to see your face. He's really shy. He doesn't want me to see his face. Play a Lego Star Wars. Play a Lego Star Wars prequel trilogy. My brother still has that, and I need to get it from him. Ooh, I need a God, Pug VTuber. Ah! Oh, he's not a pug. The Wacky Races isn't a pug, but Jesus Christ, I do have asthma like a pug when I laugh. Oh my god, I'll be a pug VTuber. with their ugly little faces. God, I would say God's mistake, but God had nothing to do with the pug. That was all humanity. We could have made a house here. Oh. Give me your stuff. How do I take all? There we go. Give me your box. This is my box now. What's this? Give me this too. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. All this is now mine. All your base are now belong to us. Primal instinct of getting wood, get wood. Men just love wood. Getting it, giving it, they just love it all sorts of kinds. Dark, light, they just like all the wood. No double entendres, what's a double entendre? I miss my old save of my PS2. I had like a billion studs. Oh, that sounds so nice. Did you get auto-modded? Your last thing was check Discord, so unless you said something between there and then. Ooh. Ooh, dinosaur. Sorry, Atya DM'd me a dinosaur. Oh, look at that Tyrannosaur. He's all covered in snow. Okay, let me look at... Ooh! Wait, Stream Talk, what is that? Oh, you see all the light gray parts? Those are the extension bits on the bolted on the Real Grade Mark II frame. Oh, so that's what they did. I always heard that they, like, recycled the Mark II frame. I did not understand that they Frankensteined it to this degree. Holy shit. That is... Yeah, we did really... What's this? Nexus? Nexus? Noel ZL. That looks really cool. Ooh. Third party, because it's not the legal name. It's not the Christian name of the mech, and that's how you can know it's not first party. It's third party. It's not its baptized name. It's not its saint name. We hate birches here. It looks like Shrek. Wow, you see a house in a swamp and you immediately think an ogre. That's racist. Okay. Okay, I'm fine with us being racist against people here, but not against non-fictional things, okay? Then there's nobody to be offended by it. But... Did it... Man, something that will always live rent-free in my brain. Ooh, speaking of offensive racial humor, is... there's like this guy from South Africa, and he just sat down next to, like, you know, this other dude. And the other dude, who was also black, just went like, damn! I thought a cave just sat next to me. Fucking throw some spices and salt on you, look like a picture of deep space. And it's just like, god damn, why are you just going at him like that? I think the guy's name was Enkidu too, and it's just like, ooh. Great dude though, fucking great dude. Fucking, the guy was from South Africa. Great fucking, like, awesome dude, but that just always lives rent-free in my brain. Don't kill the pig! Don't kill the pig! But... Come here! I saved you, pig. Okay. Oh, we have a house pig! We have a house pig! Quick, lock him in! No! No, get back in there! Get your ass back in there! You stay in there, damn it! You stay in there! You stay in there! You fucking get in there! You will be my house pig, and I will love you forever! Eh, eh, eh. You will never grow old. You will never mature. You will always stay tiny forever. Look at him, chat. Look at him. Look at him. Again, why is there no, like, you could have a teacup pig VTuber? It's literally made for lollies. Ooh, or you could just have a fat bitch VTuber, you know, just like a real BBL girl. There's so much variety with pig women. Ooh, you could be like a boar woman. You could be a tomboy. There's so much untapped potential, chat. Why are there no pig women? Ooh. Gato the character, not the cat. Not the cat. We're talking about Puss in Boots. Is the big mobile armor used by Gato in Stardust Memories. I know. Every bit of Frankenstein's real grade Sinanju frame is a weak point. That's a lot. So what you're telling me is, let me look at that again, because it looks like it was the waist, the shoulders. What was this? Stream Talk, I think. So the shoulders, the elbows look cosmetic, so maybe not the elbows. The wrists, those don't look cosmetic. Yeah, the waist, the upper thighs, the main thighs. Oh, the ankles, what? That's where you want. Oh, those ankles look awful. Oh yeah, you want to have weak ankles in your mobile suits, yeah, especially when they're like extra big mobile suits. Yeah, that's what you want. You want that to be the weakest part of the suit. Yeah. When it's like a 23-meter mobile suit, that's what you want. Yeah. Oh, but it has nice red hands though. Let's see here. Pig, are you safe? Okay, so we need to go get even more wood. We went out to get wood, and instead we got wood planks. We're terrible at this. What's this? What is this? What am this? Oh! Oh! It's like an expressway. So you can make treehouse. This is interesting. Me am interested. Oh, what is wrong with your face? Look at me. No wonder he's shy. He's ugly as fucking sin. Hey, look over here. Hey. 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 And every originally molded real grade Mark II frame joint is also a weak point. Wonderful. Wonderful. So is this, well, so what isn't a weak point? Hey. How's it going? You want to be my friend? I have stuff. It's a girl, ugly bastard. You want some grass? You want some grass? You want some grass, ugly? You want some grass? He friendly? She friendly? Why are the others like... Why though? I don't want to see if there's physics on those udders. I just want to walk away from it. How do I repair my crude pickaxe? You will be happy there. You will learn to love it in there. What the fuck? Why you got... No, don't worry. I was just looking at you, pig. Furniture bench, tanning rack, farmer's workbench used to craft farming accessories and animal feed. Basic weaponry. We want that. Do we just have to make like a new pickaxe? Let's make another pickaxe. The original joint was weak, and the connections between the old and new is weak, and the new joint is somewhat solid, but Not enough to carry the rest of the kit. Oh, wonderful. It just seems like a cacophony of just mistakes. Like, they're trying to just, like, work with what they had instead of make something new, which is, you know... I understand budgetary concerns, but... it sounds like they should have just made a new inner frame. Am I secretly a kidnapper IRL? No, I'd be terrible at it. No, my name isn't Stoudemire. Nobody's gonna get that reference. Stoudemire is the name of the police chief in Monk. And the actor who plays Stoudemire also played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. That's a fucking deep cut. It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Put the goddamn lotion on its goddamn skin! Right now! I like that movie. No, I don't know her. Oh wait, is that big fat woman? Silence of the Lambs is a very good movie, and everyone does a very good performance. It's kind of weird to think, you know, I've seen the actor who plays Stoudemire, who's a very straight-laced cop. I've seen him in fucking Silence of the Lambs. It's just such a different role. It's like how the guy who plays, what's his name? The guy in Avatar who plays Quark, you know, I am the obligatory badass that everybody loves, even though I am the villain. He's also in a, it's not Silence of the Lambs, but it's the same universe. It's, he plays the Red Dragon, and I forget what the movie is called, but it's the guy who goes, "Do you see?" You know, he was the original "Do you see" guy, you know, like, this is like whoever. And then he goes to the next picture, and it's like their body horribly mutilated, and it's just like, "Do you see?" And he's wearing like a pantyhose on his head to hide his identity. Ooh, and he's like super repressed sexually, because that's just like half the characters in like that universe. They're just psychologically, sexually repressed. Whatever. Do you see? This is Minecraft 2.0. Do you see? Oh, they did make a new inner frame, but it's a rival the Real Great Unicorn. Oh, watch a video about the history of this game, and apparently it started out as a Minecraft mod. Not surprised. A lot of games actually kind of start off as mods. Ooh. Or at least conceptually start off as mods. Do you see? I just love that meme. Actually, the original performance where it's the guy Quark, the actor for Quark, it's so good because they don't show like the mutilated body in like the modern version, the remake. They show like they show the body, like him, like they show like the mutilated body when he says, "Do you see?" But in the original like movie that he's in, it just cuts to the guy who's looking at the slideshow, and then you see the guy's reaction. And the guy sells it so well that you're like, I don't know what he just saw, but it must have been the worst thing imaginable. You know, like, it's one of those things where, like, by not showing, it's worse than showing. Because I've seen the modern version, and it's just a dead person, and it's like, whatever. You know, I've seen that 1,000 times in movies. But by not showing it, and you see the guy's horrified reaction, you're like, did he, like, turn the guy inside out or something? Like, what did he do to, like, earn that reaction? Do you see? It's called Red. Okay, is the original movie also called Red? I think can't remember if the original movie's also called Red Dragon. Is a thing, but I bet it is. The blue, Poozy, should be crazy good. I don't know. Oh, the blue okay, I didn't catch your first one. He went from racist general to fanatic cult worshiper in like one movie. Dude, he met a girl who was the same kind of crazy as him. He was just like, "Hey, do you want like guns and explosives?" And she's just like, "Yes." And it's just like, just match made in heaven, you know. The stars could not separate their love. I love how he's a more interesting character than Jake Sully. Everyone's just like, Jake Sully's boring. He betrayed his species for some blue pussy. Meanwhile, you have Quark, who's like just doing crazy shit. Like there's a scene in the third movie where he's just covered in like tribal war paint, and the general just goes because he's not technically the general, but like the commanding officer just goes like, do you want to address the like elephant in the room? And he just goes, what elephant? While he's just covered in like, again, just tribal war paint. He's just like, what elephant? And it's just like, I don't know. Maybe the fact that you're going native, and last time an Avatar went native, we kind of lost the planet. It's like, no, don't worry. We will kill all the ones who aren't cool with us. Kind of like how Jake Sully does, how Jake just kind of kills anyone who doesn't agree with him, but it's okay when he does it, because he's doing it for a space parasite on an alien planet. He's a good guy, trust me, bro. Hannibal. Hannibal, the show, did do the remake. Do you see? I do like the South Park parody's pretty good. This is me at Disney World. Do you see? This is me at Universal Studios. Do you see? This is me in front of the King Kong ride. Do you see? Oh, I need to rewatch some old South Park. Copper. Let's get some chests. Okay. So... oh my god! It's just like Minecraft! I feel like that just might as well be the slogan of this game. It's just like Minecraft, but not nearly as annoying. That's not fair. Again, I love the aesthetics and like the textures of Minecraft and whatnot. Ooh, I love the limitations of Minecraft, so if you're trying to make something like Halo vehicles, it can actually be quite difficult to get like the proportions and angles correct, especially if you're working with Covenant. Covenant have all those like, really like organic shapes, and there's no organic shapes in Minecraft. So it's really fun trying to figure out, how do I make a, a Phantom or a, no, not a Revenant, Phantom or a Spirit. Those are the carriers. How do I make those in like, how do I, Q, no, damn it. What button do I press to make you go over here more fast? But, God, he looks like a smug prick. God, I want to punch that bastard in the face. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Just look anywhere else but here. I don't like your face. Stop it. What did I say? You little shit. You little shit. You little shit, stop it. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at you. Stop it. Stop it. I will beat your toes. Okay. Jake folded immediately. He went through the... It's really annoying because like Jake folded while Quark was like literally going to give him everything he wanted. Like Quark literally was like, okay, yeah, I have the surgery to get your legs back. I think that's a deleted scene. But yeah, there was a scene where like Quark was like, yeah, we have it lined up. We're gonna get your legs back. And it's just like, and they deleted that scene very obviously because, it makes Jake look even worse than he already is. Quark literally jumped through so many hoops to get like to get what he promised Jake Sully, to get life-changing surgery, to walk again, to be a hero for humanity, to be part of something greater than himself again. And then he's just like, you know what? This blue woman is literally Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy crossed with a cat, and like she's like 7 feet. So he's like actually like 12 feet tall in the original movie. They made him like only 8 feet tall in the sequel for some reason. But she's like a total, like, I have a size kink, okay? My kinks are, you know, like tall women and blue skin. And you know what? I have a little bit thing for cat women as well. If only Quark had searched his, had gone through his search history. If only he had went through his porn files, he would have known not to recruit Jake Sully. If only the fool. The fool. But sadly, Jake Sully used incognito mode. So there was no search history. He thought he was clean. I do find it funny when the third movie came out, people were like, hey, Avatar finally has a cultural footprint. And it's like, what's the cultural footprint? A bunch of people are making smut of the blue fire woman. Well, that's not really a good cultural footprint. That's like saying Overwatch has a cultural footprint, and it's like, what's that? Advancements in SFM, you know, animation. Oh, BioShock Infinite? Amazing cultural footprint, you know? Amazing, you know, cultural footprint. Without it, you know, we would not have as advanced, you know, indie 3D animations as we have today. Oh, really? Why? How did it help 3D animations? I'm not allowed to talk about how it helped 3D animations on stream. Oh, ooh, 100 stacks instead of 64? We are living in the future, chat. I can't remember if in the sequel everyone still calls him Jake Sully. Because, like, they just think he has one name and it's meant to be a cultural misunderstanding. Or if people actually just call him Jake. Ooh, if they just dropped that stupid thing. And the thing is, I watched the second movie. I can't remember. I mean, chat, let's be honest. Can you remember anything about either fucking film? Outside of, like, the bad things? The things that make the main character look bad? Can I make torches? How do I make torches? I like the sound. Oh! I crafted too close to the sun. Oh my god, it lights up in your hand? I forget, does Minecraft do that yet? Or have they just not really cared to figure that out? How do I... It is shield hand. Okay, you know what? Let's just put this here, and let's just start digging down. It's almost broken. I'm gonna have to make another pickaxe. You only remember blue bottoms. Ooh. You even get to see any bottoms? Ooh, I guess you do get to see the butts, but they kind of got no ass as like the aliens. Ooh. Like, people will make art of the fire woman and give her an amazing booty, but she don't have that. And like the Avatar aliens, they ain't looking that fine. they are not nearly that good. There's a lot of liberties taken with the fan art. So actually, I do like the actress. Something I think really cool about the actress who played the fire woman is that she's like the great-granddaughter of Charlie Chaplin. And she thought about like changing her like stage name so as to, you know, not live in the shadow of Charlie Chaplin. And then she went like, wait, but if people know my name and then they look into Charlie, like that might actually be a road to people rediscovering my grandfather, my great-grandfather, Charlie Chaplin, and people actually like, and his legacy living on. So no, I will actually go by my, like, I will go by my family name of Chaplin, because I want people to know that my great-grandfather or my grandfather, I forget which one, who was just a baller and cool as fuck. And it's like, you know what? That's pretty cool of her. Huh. Plant fiber. How do I get plant fiber? How do I get plant fiber? I have plant fiber. I had plant fiber. I don't know how I got plant fiber. I think I have some plant fiber in here. Oh, I have 1 plant fiber. I think I need more plant fiber. I need more plant fiber? I need more plant fiber. Charlie Chaplin, yeah. With his little funny mustache. We talked about that within the last week, coincidentally. We talked about the Charlie Chaplin and how Hitler ruined his fucking his entire style. Okay, so this is a good way. Just go find moss blocks and just do this. Only watched the first, and all I remember is dude fell in love with an alien chick. I love how people still don't know, like, so like with the head tentacles, they're like, so that's like for intercourse. No, it's just to, like, to connect their nervous system. Oh, well, maybe you should have shown like that without, maybe you should have shown that and not like have it only be shown in the context of intercourse, because now it looks like whenever they, you know, go to an animal, they're now R-wording them into submission. You know, you kind of fucked that up a little, didn't you, buddy? Every time they go to an alien, you know, the alien animal, their eyes dilate and they fight against it, and then you have to literally, you know, force your will upon them. It's just like, why did you do? And then again, the only context we see it done with other Na'vi in the first film is intercourse. So everyone's just like, oh, so they're like assaulting the animals into submission. It's like, no, they're forming a deep spiritual bond. Yeah, no, they're R-wording the animals. The mistakes of that movie are so fucking hilarious. He wanted a hippie trippy movie, but then didn't think about anything that he was doing. He had no consideration for the story he himself was making and the world it was set in. It's really funny when you think about it. Oh, remember the old Avatar mobile game? There's a good mobile game where you control another artificial Na'vi person going on an uprising along Jake Sully. There was a lot of shovelware that came out with the first movie. I do know that because there was also like a PS2 game, which I think, honestly, the mobile game was probably the mobile version of the PS2 game, in all honesty. PS3 game. In the end, they just shot your human body because they had enough of these blue... That's hilarious. They just killed you. That's funny. That's what they do. That's what they try to do with Jake, but then they hit the wrong pod. They find his pod and they break it, and it's like, oh, that was the wrong pod. And then, you know, Jake arrives to stop him from getting killed. Getting himself killed. Probably vines. Ooh, it was the moss. I figured it out. The good mustache man. He really is like he's really the doppelganger of Hitler, or Hitler's his doppelganger, you know? You have Charlie Chaplin, whose only, like, real mission in life was to spread joy and be a funny, silly little guy. And then you had Adolf Hitler, who was just the dark reflection, whose entire existence was just like... Well, he wanted to make people happy. It's just that he also had a lot of other people that he really, really, really didn't want to be happy. Not a good person. Charlie Chaplin wanted to make everyone happy. That's why he's the better funny mustache man. Oh yeah. It's still wild to me. I told my brother, who hasn't seen the third one yet, that there's still that like the third movie is literally just it's the second movie done on, it's a remix of the second movie, even with the whales. And my brother was just like, they're still doing stuff with the whales. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's the second movie over again. And he was just like, oh my god. He was just in disbelief. Oh god, the fact that I can just do this. I don't have to jump. Oh my god. It's just quality of life. Don't worry, the Minecraft team are gonna add another useless mob that nobody will like because it's just a... Instead of adding mobs based off of, like, you know, quality or, like, how they'd affect gameplay, they're just like, oh, let's just have it be a popularity contest. That's how we'll add all of our mods. It's like, you should do that, like, on rare occasion and have your mods be chosen by developers most of the time. Ooh, which might seem hypocritical for me because I literally have you guys choose most of my gunpla, but that's because I'm indecisive. And when there are gunpla I want to add, I add them myself. Like we're building the gay next, for example. Ooh. And every week, I mean, every week you guys get viewer choice, but I do play my own game on Friday. Second and third movie is the same movie. They literally, well, what it was one script that they turned into 2 scripts and they just copied and pasted it, and they're like, oh, well, if it was one movie, it would have been 6 hours. It's like, no, it wouldn't have. If this was one movie and you got rid of all of the filler and the fluff and the redundancy, because they literally do the same thing, they literally do the same plot points in both movies. If you just didn't do that, it'd be maybe like a 4-hour movie at most. Ooh. It might be like, oh, that's still really long. Dude, I just came from a 4-hour movie, okay? I just came from... Okay, well, let's not say it like that. I just saw Return of the King. That's a 4-hour movie. It's good, and that's the problem. Avatar's not good, so they couldn't pull off a 4-hour movie. They can't pull off 3-hour movies. Bah, bah. I'm just digging until I find some kind of mineral. This is how you do it in Minecraft. Surely it applies. You just dig down. That was unpleasant. Ooh, I didn't want to mute my mic, so I muffled a burp, and it was the most... I hope it didn't come through the mic, but it was just like I could feel my soul leaving my body. Oh, that was really unpleasant. God, really, if you also cut out all the bad writing, I mean, it'd probably be like a 20-minute movie. It'd be like an episode. Minerals! I told you, just dig until you find cave. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. Put torch here. You always put torch on right-hand side so you can find your way out. Ooh, because if it is on right-hand side, you move away from base. If on left-hand side, you move toward base. Monsters don't seem to spawn at night, so that mechanic seems different, but this is a cave. Ooh. Monsters kind of seem to not really care what time of day it is when they spawn. But I kind of forgot about those orcs. We were supposed to kill those orcs. And instead I was just like, I want to run around and explore. I don't regret it, I just have no idea how to get back to those orcs. Oh, that's... Oh, having just watched Return of the King, this is, Oh yeah, pile of skulls, as you do. You can put torch on ground if on left side, but if on wall, must be on right side. That how you found way back. Find way back. Ooh! Wait, are you copper or are you copper? You look like you're copper. Okay, let's start digging. You copper? Iron ore. You copper. Oh, you copper. Damn it. Okay. Let's get the iron that's over here at least. You copper. No, you iron. Why did I say you copper when I already know you iron? God, the gray stuff with, you know, oxidized orange flecks in it is iron? Who could have guessed? Come on. Give me iron. Oh, more iron. Dig. We mine, now we craft. That'd be a pretty good name for this game. Ooh. I will work with a broken pickaxe, I don't care. Oh, there's more right there. Oh, I guess we're not leaving anytime soon. You get experience in this game? My arm is so tan. Okay, let's go. Not a lot of monsters about. Has me more confused than anything. Like, we have seen monsters, but we've been able to avoid them pretty easily. Well, that's a lot of iron, but we need to leave. We need to go back to top land. Sorry. The fact that I can just run up these without, again, jumping for every one of them is just amazing. It's just amazing. The fact that I climbed them like stairs. Oh my god. I don't have to hold down the space bar. Copper pickaxe, iron. Leather? You think I need wood? You think? Huh. Okay, so copper. I guess we just have to make another one of these because this is all we can have. Oh, I made two. Ooh. Speaking of not too great movies, I saw right before stream a trailer for a remake of a movie that I never thought I'd see a remake of. I thought it was one of those, like, you know, really high-end, like, ads that, you know, like, look really good for the purposes of, like, getting your attention and be like, look at this thing from the 80s, and then it's just like, we're actually advertising this thing. But no, it is a live-action He-Man, and I thought it was like, you know, it was like, okay, so what are they selling me? Like, they'll be like, here's Mountain Dew, you like He-Man? With this live-action He-Man, and it's like, no, it's just a live-action He-Man. They're remaking Masters of the Universe. It might be like, so they're making a He-Man movie? No, you didn't hear me. They're remaking the Masters of the Universe movie, including, you know, that movie where they come to our reality for some reason, because that's a trope that everyone loves. They're remaking that movie. And I'm just thinking, I saw it, you have like a realistic Skeletor, you have you have photorealistic everything, and you're gonna set it in our reality. Why? Like, it actually looks like Skeletor, and you're like, okay, now to go to our reality, because that's entertaining, you know? Imagine, you know what would make Lord of the Rings a lot better, is if in, like, the Two Towers, they went to, like, you know, they went to New York, and they, you know, like, and it became a movie about, you know, the Al-Qaeda, you know, terrorist attack in September 11th. That would have made it, like, really interesting. Okay, to be fair, that would have been interesting, but it would not have been good. It would not have been a good idea. Well, for some reason, that's just a really prevalent trope, where it's just like, okay, well, they need to come to our, it's a reverse isekai. Not to say a reverse isekai can't work, devil part-timer, it works. Or that, like, there's another one where it's like a guy's like, okay, well, I've saved the world, now I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna bring the demon king with me, because it's a hot babe, and she's gonna be my wife in the real world, and I'm gonna work a salary job. Okay, you do you, buddy. Like, you could, you know, you could just, like, live in the fantasy world as a king, and he's like, I don't want to be a king, that's too much responsibility. I want to be an old Japanese salary man. That's my dream. Okay. Okay, okay. Fucking fine. Ooh. But it, we need to stop reverse isekai. Sonic is a reverse isekai. Ooh. Sonic movies aren't as bad as some other ones, but like, just don't be ashamed of what you're making is kind of the thing. Forgot about that. Man, I just saw it today. And there was a new Star Wars animation called Mall Shadow. Sorry, I had to burp to let out all the hot air. But I still don't feel like that's as much hot air as what you just fucking shared with me. Holy shit. Of course, Maul. You know, they made one comic, you know, in the expanded universe where Maul came back from the dead to, like, you know, kill Obi-Wan. It's called Old Wounds. Nobody considered it canon because it was a really stupid story. And it was just like it's more like a what-if story than anything. It wasn't really considered, you know, like a serious story. And then, you know, Dave Filoni was like, yeah, that's a great story, you know what? Yeah, let's bring back, like, Darth Maul, but unironically, and let's make him, like, a really edgy, like, idea. Let's make him, like, what a 12-year-old thinks, like, somebody who has psychological problems is, you know? Ooh. Let's make him, like, a retarded golem. That's real good. Thanks, Filoni. Thanks, you know, thank you for bringing back, you know, Maul. Ooh, and making him behave like Gollum with Down syndrome. That was real cool of you. How does he do it? The writer of our time. He's in charge of all of Star Wars now. He'll save it. He'll save it. Isekai Oji-san is the best. Ooh. Honestly, reverse isekais are kind of more interesting than most isekais, because reverse isekais kind of are playing on the tropes. They kind of know what they're doing. Like the whole thing is that they know what they are. Well, a lot of isekai are just kind of simple cash grabs, sadly. Which is such a shame, because I mean, there's a lot of potential with cabinet stories or isekais, whatever you want to call them. Ooh. Ooh. But it feels like a lot of times they are just very surface level. It's just a proxy, you know, audience proxy is like really all the reason that the whole trope is done. Also, I'd like to say, as an American, you're welcome for the isekai genre. Mark Twain did it first, to my understanding. Ooh. Mark Twain made a Southern gentleman in King Arthur's court. Which is just exactly what it says on the tin. Is this a Southern gentleman gets transported back to King Arthur times, and you know, he just interacts with knights, and ooh, the whole premise is what? The whole premise is this: the Southern gentleman interacting with is out of place, out of time. Do you remember that's an isekai. I remember Black Knight. That's an isekai from the 2000s. Not a good movie, but it's an isekai from the 2000s. It's about a black dude who gets transported into the Middle Ages, hence why it's called Black Knight. It's a play on words, because he's black and he becomes a knight. And if you're like, this sounds awful already, We're not done. I wasn't finished. He does stuff, like he does, all I remember is he has a lighter and he uses his lighter to like make it so that it looks like he can like control fire and also like shoot fire out of his helmet. That's all I remember. And then at the end of it, there's sequel bait for him getting sent to Roman times in a Colosseum. Ooh, that's all I remember about the movie. Would not recommend. Would not recommend. It's one of those movies that I feel like if you were alive at the time, you'd be like, I remember that. And if you weren't, you didn't miss anything. You missed nothing. I hope Kevin Smith ain't involved again to ruin it. Ooh. Oh god, yeah, his show, oh god. His She-Ra show. Yeah, I'm gonna make He-Man show and have He-Man die in like the first episode. How do these people do it? Like these writers, they're just breaking new ground. Oh my god. Oh god, and he made She-Ra into this a frumpy bitch. Oh my god. When She-Ra says to like Prince whatever the hell his name is, I can't remember it. Well, when he says like, you know, I died, when she confronts him in the afterlife, and she's just like, yeah, and all of us had to live with it. And it's just like, bitch, he died. What do you mean everyone else had to live with it? He's dead. He sacrificed himself for you. And you're like, what an asshole. That's not enough. Jesus fucking Christ. You... Oh, God. It's so fucking bad. But don't worry, Chad. It'll get season 2 any day now. It'll get a season 2 any day now. Just like how, you know, Rian Johnson's gonna get his sequel trilogy any day now. Any day now, that's gonna come out. You know, those weren't complete failures. They're gonna have a sequel any day now. You just wait. They're gonna be made any day now. You wanna fucking go? Oh, he hurts! He hurts! He hurts me! Hold up, I'm healing. Hold up, I'm healing. Hold up, I'm healing. It hurts us, precious. It hurts us. Kill him. It hurts us. Oh, he hurts us, precious. Oh, he hurts us. Oh no, I don't want to be backed into a corner. I don't want to be backed into a corner. Oh, he's kicking my ass. Do we have an understanding, you ugly bastard? I do know a star-nosed VTuber. I don't know her personally, but I watch on occasion I watch a star-nosed VTuber. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. She's a petite little thing. Ooh. Southeast Asian in heritage. I can't remember if she's American or Canadian though. Ooh. Delightful. She does drawing streams. He's stuck. No, he's just, we were just having a conversation. Slap his ass. I didn't torture myself and watch it because I heard about it, the scene first. Oh, God. I did watch it. One thing I remember is that the music was fucking awful. Oh my God, the Man-at-Arms had a theme song. I don't remember how it went, but Man-at-Arms theme song was so trash because it was just like 2 notes on repeat and it was 2 really bad notes. I don't know how to describe it any other way. I don't know what they were doing. It just felt like, oh God, Kevin Smith. I was about to say, I remember when you made good things. Maybe that's a little too gracious. I remember when you made entertaining things. I remember liking Dogma. I remember Buddy Jesus. That is a fun meme. Look up Buddy Jesus. It's literally like the idea of like, you know, like, oh, the church is rebranding, being more hip with the kids. And it's just a Jesus like winking and like doing finger guns. Buddy Jesus. I like that. That was nice. Sadly, you haven't really done anything else. You have that podcast where you're like, I like Batman, and it's like, okay. Ooh. Everybody likes Batman. Oh god. The bat sounds like a bird. Ooh. Maybe the bird sounds like a bat. Have you ever considered that? Because birds are mimics? Maybe the bird stole the bat sound and then you just heard the bird first. Okay? Ooh. God. Fucking accusing the... Actually, wait, no, we like birds here. You know what? You're right. That mammal totally stole the bird stuff. Stole the bird style. You're right. Fuck that thing. Especially if it's Rouge the Bat. Fuck that bat in particular. Come on, 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 come on. Are we at the surface? No, we're not. Yes, we are. Oh, that's cool. Where the hell is my home? Is my home just over here? Oh, we're right outside our house. Yeah. Yeah, just it's fucking wow, that was very very convenient actually. Death Standing on... I've not played Death Standing. I know that's a very autistic-friendly game, though. Ooh. Thing is, though, that, like, that seems like a game that's, like, I'm worried that it'd be like, what is it, Subnautica, where, like, how I want to play it is just be quiet and just do the thing. Like, same thing goes for Power Wash. It seems like it's a quiet autism game for me, so I don't know if it'd be good for stream. But I know you just carry stuff and you go like, oh, I'm gonna tip over. You gotta do a balance mechanic. Oh, tipping over. Gotta balance. Ooh, now you're tipping over the other way. I got a motorcycle now. I'm building bridges. I'm building pathways to help other people. I love when fucking Hideo Kojima came out and is like, oh, yeah, the game's about building bridges in these trying times after Trump was elected. And it's like, dude, the game's been in, like, development for, like, 4 years before Trump was even, like, announced to run for candidacy. You can't just be like, Trump's elected. It has to do with that. Buy my game. I remember that. When he's just like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna hook on to the current, like, US political thing for marketing reasons. And so it's like, really? Of all the things? Build bridges, bro. And it's like, that is a game mechanic, but you can't be like, inspired by, like, the division of the modern political climate with Trump, when Trump, again, the game was in development way before then. This has always struck me as funny. Ooh. But ooh, why are people like this? People just people all the way they is. It's fine. It's humanity. Can I? Oh God, you're adorable. So cute. My God, you a fine ass. That's where the best meat is on the pig, in the rump. Let's see here. We need, like, leather and stuff to make the other tools. Do I get leather from this guy? How do I get the leather? Maybe you know this movie I've been trying to find for years. Small-time crooks decide to rob the mob's bookies. Shit. One was really good at running and almost got away. So they force him to be a courier. I'm gonna take a picture of that, and next time I see my dad, I feel like he's gonna know that movie. Cause I have. Cause the first part of that sounds really familiar. The one where they, like, rob the bookies, and then that sounds familiar. I feel like my dad would be like, I also know that movie. And I was like, what's it called? And he's like, I don't know. It had that one guy in it. Problem is, he's probably going to be like, it had that one guy. And I'm like, what one guy? You know, the dude with the face. Problem is, my dad's like low-key, high-key autistic. Even more than me, probably. But he's like high-functioning autist. Because he came from a time period where they didn't believe in autism. So he didn't get any aid. He just got to be like, he was just meant to be like a savant at everything. And so he kind of is. He's just a 6'2", 4 foot wide genius. He's a really weird dude. But he might know. Chances are he will probably tell me exactly what I just told you. It's the movie with the guys in it. The ones with the faces. Ooh. The same guy who for years was like, oh, the guy in the, what's the movie? In Falling Down. The guy in Falling Down, he insisted for years that guy's job was his job. The job he has in real life, which I can't say for obvious reasons. But he was like, oh yeah, he's a ... like he's an X. Like his job is X, you know? And then we sit down and watch the movie. The guy's an engineer. My father is not an engineer. And I just turned to my dad and I'm like, do you want to talk about this? And he's like, talk about what? You've been insisting for years that this guy does your job for a living. He does. It's like, we literally just watched the scene where it says he's an engineer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You planning something? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't take my stapler. Oh god. He does it for a while but gets away and becomes a used car salesman and gets found out and shot at the end. Oh my god, that even sounds You're saying a lot of information where I can't remember if I've seen that or if he's actually recommended that movie to me or my brother Meyer has. If anyone would know, it'd either be my father or my brother Meyer. Meyer could actually tell me the movie instantly. If it has Nicolas Cage in it, he'd be able to tell you any movie. You could be like, it's the one with Nicolas Cage where he has a limp. Bad Lieutenant. He'd just immediately be like, Bad Lieutenant, give me a hard one. It's Nicolas Cage where, you know, like, he's a cop with a person who, like, ride along. He could tell you what Nicolas Cage movie that is. I couldn't, but I've seen that movie with him. It's not very good, but it has one good Nicolas Cage acting in it, because no matter how bad the movie is, there's always one moment in a Nicolas Cage movie where he just does a really good performance, and you can always see it coming because his, like, lips start to quiver a little, and you're like, oh, he's about to, like, make everyone else look like a bad actor, because they are bad actors, because he's a really good actor. In every Nicolas Cage movie, they make it so that he has one performance that's good, no matter how bad the movie is. Can't be newer than... No, it sounds like it was an older film. Before that, they rob the corner store and get stoned and drive... And the driver is so high that he drives around the block 2 times past them. Again, this is a movie that sounds really familiar. Let me make sure I have, like, the full picture of what you sent. I feel like that might be more of a Meyer thing. I think Meyer would actually know the movie you're talking about. I need wood. Okay. Ooh, I put you in furnace. And then I put you in furnace? And then I go get wood. Do I need specific wood? Is it gonna be like, you need this type of any tree, thank God. Ooh. Let's see here. You know what? There's no way he's awake right now. But in case he is... I took a picture with my phone. I'm just gonna send him I'm just gonna say, what movie is this? My dad's definitely asleep by now, so I can't fucking... He'd be very pissed off if I just called him at this time and was like, You know, a movie where like some guys try to steal from bookies and they get caught, and then he has to act as a courier, but he gets away, becomes a used car salesman, then gets shot at the end. Ooh, he probably, if he did know the movie, he'd tell me right away, then tell me to go fuck myself. Rightfully so. Meyer, pants on fire. Ooh. There's no way he's awake, but just in case. What movie is this? What movie is this? Ooh. There's no way he's gonna fucking respond to me tonight, but you know what? Maybe there's a shot. I don't want to cut down these, like, big trees, because they look really cool. Ooh. Three of your chat, slap his ass. Why are people like this? If there was anything, hold on. Let's see here, full screen. I read slap his ass. I read he stuck slap his ass and why are people like this. I read those out. I did not give them extra focus, sadly, but I did read those out. But slap his ass was because he stuck slap his ass and I don't know, I can't remember exactly what the why are people like this, but the slap his ass and he stuck was for the star-nosed mole. Ooh. Let us... I almost closed fucking Hytale like an idiot. Ooh. Okay. God, no, I don't want to cut the old growth trees. I like old growth trees, they're really cool. Let's see here. Die! Die! I suck at this. Maybe I should use something meant for killing. You got it. It'll be over soon. I'm sorry. I wish I could make this quicker. I'm sorry. Okay, we got light hide. Oh, we already have hide. Okay. Well, if we need extra hide, we can go to that 70s show. Didn't that guy get arrested for, like, something? I think he did. I think he went to jail. Ooh. So they removed 3 of my messages. Interesting. There's 2 before, why are you people like this? And 1 after. Well. So there's 2 before, between slap his ass and why are people like this? Well, that explains, okay, that explains those missing context. It felt like I thought I had just moved on from the topic and I was just like, just not knowing what was, and I just lost my own context. You can put it in stream chat. I can actually bring that up right now. Crazy part is the hitman has the silenced gun in his pocket and shoots him while walking away holding kid's hand, and kid didn't notice. Hold on. God, you keep giving information where I'm like, this movie feels like something I've seen before, like the more you describe it is the thing. Ooh. Thing is, though, I have that autismo where, like, if I've seen parts of a movie once, God, or like if somebody else has been playing a movie and I've just been like in the same like room, or I've like walked in and out of the room, I will remember those scenes for the rest of my life. And I think that might be what the case is for me right now, where somebody else was watching the movie and so I just remember those scenes. I think it's one of those cases. Oh, that's really annoying. Ooh, but I think, let me check stream talk to see if your chats went through. Two messages. I just watched a video of some VTuber who is living in England, who was incredibly racist and edgy and drove away her normal audience. Only the fortunate. Actually, that's something I think about this every now and then. How a lot of people for like to get quick to quickly reach out to a wider audience, they go for like an extreme that they go like, oh hey, like let's talk politics or something. Like there's nothing wrong with talking politics in all honesty, but they go to an extreme when they do it. They go to like a social or political extreme to kind of go to niche partition. They go to an underutilized audience, which is sometimes underutilized for a good reason, and they appeal to them excessively, and then they go like, well, that was a mistake. And a lot of times these people do have like what is known as trolls regret, but really it's more the fact that they are like, they weren't really genuine to begin with. They were just trying to like fulfill they're just trying to get an audience, and they're so desperate for it that they went for a bad audience. And this happens so often in VTubing, in content creation in general, but in VTubing it's been like happening really often over the past year. Ooh. And she got exposed as Pakistani immigrant, and the same fellow she was hating on, and she got canceled, and no one backed her up because all the normal people left. I think I heard about that. Don't say the name, of course, because it just be because then it really, I don't want you to say the name, not because it would like, you know, like spread the drama here, but more so because it's just there's a more bigger lesson that can be learned here. If you give just a specific name, it's just like, oh, that person was a dipshit. This is really something that like a lot of people can do easily, where they can again think it's an easy route. It is the fact that you are going for an audience, you are going for an appeal that is easy to do, instead of one that is, you know, true to you. Ooh. And in the process, by lying, you only hurt yourself, you only handicap yourself in the long run when you lie like that. It's really just lying is the problem. I mean, being a fucking piece of shit, I'm sure they're saying piece of shit things, but is also a problem. Don't get me wrong. But you inevitably set yourself up for failure. Even if she wasn't courting like a racist audience, this would have still happened. If she was courting any type of audience, and then the audience found out she wasn't genuine to those belief structures, it would have gotten them annoyed. If she was, you know, whether it be liberals, conservatives, anything, the fact that she chose an extreme just kind of set herself up for extra failure. But you do this with anything, like when people find out that's not what you genuinely believe and you've been misleading them, they're going to fucking hate you for it, and rightfully so. And this could have happened, again, to somebody who wasn't, you know, supporting, you know, supposedly racist beliefs. Again, I don't know what they are, but that's not the point. It could happen to anyone. If you aren't genuine. It could, even again, if it's milquetoast things, even if it's center of the aisle things, if you lie about being a centrist, people will fucking hate you when they find out that you aren't a centrist. That's why Short Fat Otaku, as a good example, lost a shitload of his audience, because Short Fat Otaku for years was like, I'm a centrist, but then when it came out that he wasn't a centrist, when finally, you know, like politics, when he could no longer pretend to be a centrist, and he started going, this is as a political YouTuber, so it doesn't really matter if you don't know who they are, but it was a political YouTuber who said that he was a centrist for a very long time, but then he couldn't keep up the act anymore, and he just went full mask off, and people were like, well, fuck this guy. Even though even though the audience he courted were literally centrists, they still hated him at the end of the day because he lied to them. And he also just didn't listen to their criticisms at all. Like, he was like, oh, I'm an open-minded person, and then he just wasn't. And then he tried to get into VTubing and snake his way in. And by get his way into, I mean, he tried to dox a VTuber, which is a great way to get into VTubing. He tried to help dox a VTuber, and then he tried to cozy up to Pipkin Pippa, who was one of the best friends of the person he tried to dox. So Pipkin Pippa said that he should go get, like, Canadian health care, that he should go to a doctor. They should, you know, tell him that he's fat, that it's terminal, and then prescribe him MAID. And MAID is assistant suicide in Canada. So Yeah. Fuck that guy. But that's just an example of how it doesn't matter. Even if it's like, it doesn't matter if you are not being genuine with your audience, or at least if you're not being like honest with them, rather, because genuine, you want to have you want to keep a level of kayfabe. You want to keep a level of separation, of course. You don't want to be like, I live at like East Mackleberry 2298562. You don't want to fucking do that. You want to be genuine, not honest, so to speak. But if you're not genuine, people will eventually sniff that out and they'll fucking hate you for it. And you'll hate yourself for it as well, because you've been living a fucking lie. I don't this is a very big topic, though. This is a very big tangent we got off on. We even got to talk about Short Fat Otaku. I remember watching about that the other day. It was two tubers that went down because they started fighting each other and both got... That happens more often than you think. With these kind of people, is that like they literally tear each other down, where it's just like one would be like, well, you're a Pakistani, for example, for the racist thing, where like, I don't know what happened there, but I could imagine one was like, well, like, this one's like, where she's like, well, like, you know, she's not actually like, you know, appealing to the alt-right, she's a Jew. And then like the one who was like Jewish went like, well, she's Pakistani, you know, to tear her down as well or something. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I've seen that kind of thing happen before. It's fucking wild. When people tear each other down. And again, it's because you're just lying. If you're not lying, you know, there's not really anything people can take you down for. Like, what's the worst thing I've done? Call communist faggots? That's the worst thing I've done. Honestly. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have not been that genuine, but that's the worst thing I've done. Ooh. But that's it. You know, I don't try, like, I don't lie to you guys. I mean, hell, I just told you that. I don't lie to you guys. I don't, like, fucking, you know, keep secrets or anything, because there's no point in it. Outside of course, my true identity, because kayfabe, and also, I don't want fucking people coming to my house because I'm paranoid, and I'd probably shoot a motherfucker. I'd probably be like Pipkin Pippa. I'd either hide in the bathroom with a gun, or I'd just blow your fucking face off because I'm fucking paranoid. Just real talk. Don't come to my fucking house. If I ever get doxxed, don't come to my house. I might kill you. Real talk. I know him because... Shit, I'm on Twitch. I just said the F word. Shit. Do not report me. Fuck. YouTube doesn't care, but fuck. I'm on Twitch. If my channel gets banned for a week, you know why now. My whoopsie. YouTube bots are schizo on different things. They're auto-modding links and whatnot. Luckily, Edda is very on top of those things, so she tells people like me and her other friends what to look out for. Ooh. YouTube always demotes me, so I'm not really concerned too much about that. In all honesty, they demote the hell out of me. Why is a third message censored, though? Third message. And the last one to be censored is Trump's first office was a PR stunt for Death Stranding. Ooh. Probably because he said Trump. If you're wondering why that got censored, we're on YouTube and he said Trump. Ooh. So, yeah. Ooh. Or you said death. It might actually just be because you said the word death and it's like probably thought death is bad word, so have to be censored. Oh, okay, hold up. Okay. Actually, I should make more workbenches and whatnot. I should see what I need to make more workbenches. But honestly, actually, normally I would say Trump, but it's actually just the fact that you said death, probably. Maybe the fact that you said Trump and death. I don't know. YouTube's stupid. Let me catch up to chat. So watching, I know of him. I used to watch V Monroe. I remember when V was called V Monroe. I remember that. I remember the old days. V, who is one who got me into VTubers. Ooh. Does V still? I don't know if you still watch him, but does V still like do the troll? Does he still have the troll model, the Romanian troll? Ooh. I don't really keep up with V, but that's more just because I'm trying not to. I was about to say I'm trying not to keep up with politics. That's a lie. It's more that I'm trying to be more selective with my politics and keep it American and focus on that for domestic issues. Ooh. And also just with the other things like in VTubing, it's just I'm trying to keep apprised of what's happening in what I'm doing mostly. Though I know if you don't, like, you might not care about politics, but politics care about you. So I do know that. I'm not like disconnected from politics, but I'm not as like in it as I used to be. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, but like I don't agree with you politically, but I enjoy hanging out with you and like this, and you're not trying to be political. Not really, no. Like the closest thing I've tried like for politics is like slavery's bad, guys. Guys, slavery's fucking bad. I try to be, I have a lot of inspirations, but probably one of my biggest inspirations is unironically Pipkin Pippa. In just the fact that Pippa is like known for being, you know, the trailer park princess, you know, VTuber, but she's not political. Is like a very big thing. Is like, even though she's the trailer park princess VTuber, she's not political. She has a like best friend who is deeply political, but Pippa still isn't political because Pippa just wants a calm, cool space to hang out with. You know, one of my Kamiyoshi is Tomoe Umari. Tomoe Umari is literally part of the U.S. military. She is strongly anti-political because she doesn't want politics, because technically speaking, as part of the military, she has to deal at least tangentially with politics every day. So she just wants a place to disconnect from. And I respect that, and that's kind of something I understand other people don't want. Also, I'm just fucking terrible at political commentary. Fucking real talk right now. I can be honest with you. I fucking suck at it. Okay? I'm fucking awful. I can talk actually I don't really like petty drama, but like I can talk like past drama and stuff. But like, I'm awful at talking about politics because I'm a limp fish when talking about politics, because I am like actually kind of very moderate in some things. I'm not a moderate, actually am leaning to one side, that's Jeffersonian, but I fucking suck at politics. I know I fucking suck at political commentary, which is why I fucking don't do it. I am awful at it. I don't have good conviction, I don't have good charisma, so I just don't fucking do it. I'm fucking shit at it. I know my limits. As dirty as Harry Callahan once said, a man's got to know his limitations. And my limits are fucking politics. I'm just dog shit at it. Every time I've ever tried to talk about anything political that is within the last 50 years, I have floundered and I have done terrible at it because I'm too much of a fence-sitting pussy. So that's just the fucking reality of it. Even though I am fucking like very much like nouveau Jeffersonian, I'm just fucking shit at talking through it. The death of the same, and death in the same sentence, yeah, second channel. Lack of entertainment, but I think he doing a weekly show with a female VTuber, but haven't watched in years, still subbed. I think I'm also still subbed. Hold on. Yeah, I think I saw that. Ooh. It's like I don't know if she's a demon or vampire girl, but I think I'm also still subbed. Let's see here. I remember how you do a V Monroe impression is you say Sargon, because he says Sargon in a super unique way. He says Sargon, you know. So you do Sargon, and then you can talk like V Monroe. You know, you talk like he's like the little Romanian man that he is. That is how you do. It's maybe not the best. It's not the best. I have not listened to him in very long time, but like he does not have broken English like this. This is more like Far East European than Eastern European, but. It's Sargon. You say Sargon. You know, this is non-Kalishi. You know, you say certain phrases that he says, and then you can get his tone of voice correct. Ooh. But I haven't listened to him forever, so I have no idea how good that impression is. Ooh. Copper. Yeah. So we get charcoal as a byproduct of the wood. So what happened to the ribs that we cooked? Oh, I thought we could cook it in the furnace, make super ribs. Okay. Ribs. Wood. Okay. Oh, it just make normal cooked wild meat. That am disappointing. Hold up, if I have charcoal, can charcoal be used to fuel... Wait. Me use charcoal, put charcoal in here. Put you here. Cook. Ooh, charcoal better. Okay, we've worked in physics here. What's the last... Closest thing I've done to a politically focused stream was the president's stream. And actually, I think that kind of sums it up perfectly. We did, with Area Lulu on her channel, we did every president from Washington to, I think, FDR. And then we did Truman through, like, Trump's second term, because we did it, like, January of last year. And because of that, and, like, I was amazing. I could talk about the old presidents fucking, like, flawlessly and had a fun time doing it. But after, like, I think Eisenhower, I was such a fence sitter because I didn't want to stir any pots or anything because my focus is entertainment, that it made the stream go to hell, and that's why it's unlisted now. Ooh. So the thing that pissed me off about that stream was one, just the fact that I didn't get certain notes correct, and I actually messed up, like, certain descriptions of certain presidents, which I do feel terrible about. But the thing that pissed me off was a fucking person came over in chat and was, like, just started, like, calling me evil and trying to corrupt Area Lulu because I said that... Because I apologize that I could not say more positive things about, like, Biden. Biden was not a good president. But I could not say more positive things about him. And I literally said, I'm sorry, I can't say more positive things about him. I said like a handful of things positive about him. But every other president, I tried to say something positive about. With Biden, it was genuinely difficult. He was like James Buchanan, you know? So it's like, what do you say about James Buchanan that's positive, huh? He was such a shit president that Lincoln got elected, which led to the Civil War, which led to the end of slavery. You know, that's not a positive. That's incidental. That's like you're so shit, you cause good things to happen. Like, and the thing is, Joe Biden was like effectively still in office when I was writing the notes. But I just remember somebody what pissed me off about that was the person was like saying that, and I'm just like, the person who made fun of Biden during the collab was Area Lulu. She started making like the jokes about him having like brain rot. And this isn't me throwing her under the bus. This is me just showing how it annoyed me because one, the person was treating Area like a child. And two, I'm not the one who was making fun of Biden. Like, Harry was just like, oh yeah, he has Alzheimer's, so you can like have sex with him, and then like the next day it'd be like a whole new experience for him again. She was fucking all behind the fucking jokes. But it's just the fact that like is this one of those fans who like was treating her like a child and not an adult, and Ari is very much an adult. She might be a hag. I didn't tell you that. Actually, she's probably not a hag. Well, actually, there's a 50-50 shot. When I asked her for Fall Out Boy's songs to sing, she gave me Immortals, which is far more of a Zoomer Fall Out Boy song, but she also gave me Thank for the Memories, so she might be a Zillennial. But you didn't hear it from me. You did not hear that. You did not hear that from me. You did not hear that from me. To be fair, she's like 3,000 years old in canon, so it's fine. Ooh. I don't think she's a succubus. I still think she's an imp. I think she's an imp pretending to be a succubus so she's not sent back to hell. That's my fan theory. Don't tell her I said that. switching to more fun subject, one week build simple kit, like a high grade GM. The build itself is like an hour. Ooh, I'll make it 2 hours, motherfucker. Never tell me, oh, the kit's simple, it'll only take you an hour to build. Motherfucker, you've seen my stream. You saw the fucking ball clip at the very least. You know I can fuck things up. You were there when I was building the head for the Gyaradoga. I turned a 5-minute build into 15 minutes. Don't tell me it's an hour build. But you do extra prep, like cementing up seam lines and redoing pen. That is actually a good idea. That's a great practice idea, actually. Older, simpler kits that you can do more prep work on. You can do more fix work on. That is a good idea. Instead of having them just be a 1-day build, use that extra time to make it like a 2-day build. That's probably what the round Novi is going to be honest. That's kind of the idea with the round Novi, which is a 30-minute build. 30-minute kit build. I like how everyone's just like, they call 30-minute kits, but like it takes like as long as a high grade to build them. It's like, well, originally they were a lot simpler, but over time, just like how high grades get more complex, these have also gotten more complex. Entry grades have also gotten more complex with time if you pay attention to those two. Is this Bandai can't help themselves. But yeah, that... Ooh. Problem is, I don't think I shared this. Did I share the fact that my backlog is 65 models? I think I shared that last stream. So even like older kits, I'm like really hesitant to get. It's just there's so much to get, and I'm just so afraid to make my backlog bigger. Though I don't know what my oldest kit I have right now. I made a spreadsheet, like I said, inspired by Edda. And I have like a section for it for years, but I'm gonna have to look up the kits to see what years they were made in. But I'll be able to organize the kits by factions, years, grades, alphabetically, universe, whether it's like a ground suit, a ace suit, mass production, which I just label as grunt. By grunt, that'd just be like a GM, or anything that like they make a lot of, you know. Limited production suits would probably be ace suits, for example. Ooh, though ace, I say that Char's Red Zaku is actually labeled as a grunt suit instead of an ace suit. Oh, I don't have torches. I need to go back all the way back up to get torches. I forgot. But what I realized while making the spreadsheets is I'm gonna have a lot of room to do a lot more. I'm gonna have a lot more poll topics. Ooh. I want to finish the spreadsheet first, and if I can get Edda to tell me how she made the internet backlog that she had before she accidentally deleted it, I would like to share it that way so you can see the entire backlog in a pretty way, because right now, I mean, I can, hold up, open office. I can show you what it looks like currently. Gunpla backlog, start recovery. Start recovery. What it currently looks like is that's image capture. Do I have a window capture? Do I have a spare window capture? I have an open office window capture. Why do I have an open office window capture? I don't know, but I do. Oh, because I was writing like 2 years ago. I did a writing stream and I was typing up and I needed a window cap. Wow, that is a 2-year-old source that has not been used for like probably 2 years. That is, but that's what the backlog currently looks like. Ooh. So as you can see, there's a lot on it. There's a lot going on with it. But we have models, grade, roll. Is that actually shown? Yeah, we have... Oh, no, the model isn't shown. It's cut off on models. Let me... Control? Or is it Alt? I think it's Alt, not Control. As you can see, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. But there... covering up chat, so you're gone now. But as you can see, there's a lot to it. Ooh, why is this? That's really weird. That this should not be that big. Hold up, let's make this smaller. There you go. Now you can see. You see, that doesn't look good though. That's not nice to look at. ATSD Bale, Barbatos, that should be the Gundam Bale. It should be lower on the list. Barbatorus, Danan Gay, Desalter. You have High Grade Reborn, Verkaz. I have more Verkaz than I thought I did, surprisingly. It's not on here. Oh, no, you can see. You can see over where chat is. You have P Bandai's. You have the stories they're from, so it's the specific story. So it's not simply the universe. We have the universe and the stories, whether have it's from an OVA, a show, or a film. That should probably be at... Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, hold up. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Having the universe, then the show, then the medium makes a lot more sense. And then I need to figure out if I want to put pilots on. Some of them it's just like, what's the point of putting pilots on when it's literally like the Shin Matsunagi, Gelgoog Jaeger, you know, or the Gelgoog Sugai or the Gelgoog Char. It's like, why bother having the pilots on when if it is a unique piloted suit, the pilots are already in the suit's name? Probably not going to do that. Last 3 to 4 fellas was just not in the... I'm be real, speaking from a outside perspective. I think we're just so far past that I just don't know the context of it. You can double click and line it automatically and resize it perfectly. I've never done a spreadsheet before, so it's appreciated that you're giving me the advice, but also oh god, but yeah, it's a lot of detail for some reason. Why is this not marked as high grade? That's weird. And it has to be capital because everything is capitalized for some reason. Shit, where's the command? Is the command from Breakers or is it from Build Fighters? Is it from Build Fighters or Build Fighters Try? Don't know. Have to figure that out later. The thing that's really been killing me is whether or not things are from OVAs, because I don't really know what the hell the difference is between an OVA and a show. Except like I do, like a show is like, well, traditionally it's like something that's over 12 episodes, but then you have GQ, which is 12 episodes, so it's not that, but it's like, it's the mini series, but then like GQ really just fucks everything up. GQ really messes everything up for this categorization because it's such a short show that it's a mini series. It's not a true show, it's a mini series pretending to be a full Gundam show. But everything else, it's like if it's just a handful of episodes, it's a mini series. It's which in Japan is just an OVA. Oh no, OVA is original video animation, and it means fucking home release. Fucking shut up. We're not gonna have it labeled as ONA for online, you know, like fucking anime. We're not doing that. We're not fucking doing that. OVA for everything that is just like what if 20 years ago it would have been an OVA. It's an OVA. But yeah, this is just what I did like for this week. This is what I've been doing in my free time this week. I like it. OVA shows that are sold on DVD. Yeah, but as I was saying, that I'm also including like, you know, web shows and whatnot, which are technically not OVAs, they're ONAs, and it's just, for me, OVA just means a mini-series. It just means, you know, one of those shows that's like, you know, 8 to 6 episodes or even less. That's just, you know, has a limited release. That's what it means. Yeah, well, I always refer to them as the 3 OVAs of the 90s. You have MS-8 Team, you have War in the Pocket, and you have Stardust Memories. Those are the like quintessential UC Gundam. UC Gundam. Let me get this off now. OVAs. Technically speaking, also Unicorn and Narrative are OVAs. Ooh. But it's just that kind of thing. It's the stuff that that aren't like full-on shows. What? Yeah, it is shows without regular weekly releases. Sometimes though OVAs will be released on TV for a limited time, so it does get a little confused. I mean, technically speaking, MS8 Team, if I remember correctly, MS8 Team, Stardust Memories, and was War in the Pocket also? The first two that I just listed, I know for a fact were on cable. So those did get standard releases in the West. So are they still OVAs? Yes, but technically no. Yes, but no. War in the Pocket had to have gotten released on cable as well. I just don't remember watching it on cable, which is weird. I remember watching Stardust Memories. Hold up. Start streaming? I don't know. Are we live? Start streaming? I don't know. Are we live? I don't know. Also, I didn't mean to do all caps for sorry. It just kind of came out that way. I don't know where I cut off. Was it during the basement? Was it before the basement? I have no idea where we cut off. Ooh. How long have we been, how long were we offline? OBS crashed and I didn't even notice. OBS did that thing where like it crashed, but it didn't tell me it crashed. Because like if OBS crashes, normally this goes, bring, it crashed. Didn't do that. It was just like, it just did the thing where it's like, you don't have a signal anymore and I'm not going to tell you. Bye, bitch. In fact, it did that thing where like it still shows a green signal where it's like, oh yeah, your signal's strong. All 0 kilobytes of it, or like 0 kbps or whatever it is. It's just like, yeah, all that, just 0. But we're in the green. Fucking hell. Oh my god, so the whole story about the house I grew up in is just gone. Gone forever. That was a good story. I loved that house. Son of a bitch. I was just given the floor plan for the house that I lived in, and in hindsight, it's good that that no longer exists, because then you could actually probably figure out my fucking house that I grew up in. In hindsight, OBS kind of saved me from doxing myself. In all reality, I gave a lot of information about the house I grew up in, so it's a good thing. If we really think about it, what just happened was a really good thing, because I just realized I doxed myself. I totally fucking doxed myself, because I gave a 3-story plan for the house I grew up in. Oh, wow. Oh. You know what? It's all good. Everything's good. It's all good. It all worked out in the end. I think it coulda was Stardust. Oh, that's perfect. That means none of the stuff I said about my house probably got in. That's actually a really good thing, because as I said, I literally like described I described every floor of the house I grew up in. I gave like a partial floor plan for every fucking floor. That was fucking that was one of the dumbest things I've ever done on stream, and it got cut. And it got cut because OBS crashed. Thank God. I didn't realize I was doxing myself until this moment. That is... Ooh. That is... Oh! Oh god, we'll play a little bit more, but... Jesus Christ. Oh, and because of that, I was running back home. But because OBS crashed, I don't know what direction home is anymore. So I need to make a tower. Oh, okay. I know what I need to do. When I find my home, I need to make a tower. I need to make a tower to, like, use as a guidepost to find my way home again. Oh, but that's if I can find my way home to begin with. Okay, so... It was around the really nice old trees. Did I cross the river? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. This is that? Okay, there's Spidey. Hey, Spidey. Hey, Peter. We're gonna name you Peter. You're a landmark, because we've run into multiple times, so Spidey is... I think these are the white cliffs, right? That looks like the old growth. Okay, so we didn't fucking... That's a bit of a miracle that we got back, that we, out of all the directions we picked the one correct direction. That is kind of nuts. Because I genuinely had no idea how to get back here. OBS, are you gonna crash again? No. I was mostly AFK, all I remember was the cave. The cave. This is more of a listening stream anyway, so don't worry about it. Okay, we need to make a great white tower. We need to, like... Ooh. We need to make, like, a Tower of Gondor in this bitch. Okay. We probably won't build the full tower, but we will get the, like, start of the tower. This is gonna be a big chalk tower. It's gonna look absolutely hideous. There goes another pickaxe. I don't want to switch to a pickaxe. Okay, there we go. Ooh. To be fair, it is very late, and I should be ending stream. Ooh, I don't want to run into another, like, Knights of the Old Republic situation where on a Thursday stream it's like, oh hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's 3 minutes from 12. But it's like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and then Ricey has to go, hey, don't you live in America and you need to get to bed right now? And then I have to go like, fuck, I do live in America and I need to get to bed right now. Ooh. So we will get this started so we will never lose our place again. Can we make a bonfire in this game? Ooh. In Minecraft, I knew there was a way to make a bonfire. You'd have to get netherite, which never went out. Ooh. And if you want, but that mean you had to go to the nether if you wanted to make, like, a beacon. Ooh. Gondor calls for aid. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get this. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. Wait a second, that's not 5, that's 4. Wait, is that... No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dot. I feel like this circle might be a little small. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. I've made a lot of circles in Minecraft. Ooh. In fact, holy shit, I've made a lot of circles in Minecraft. Because I've made spheres by hand in Minecraft. I've made... Holy shit, how big have the spheres been I've made spheres that are way too large in Minecraft. I should show you my Xbox Minecraft world, but it doesn't load anymore because the Xbox is old. Ooh. but if I showed you it, you'd be like, you made all of this by hand? Yeah, and you'd be like, wait a minute. In Xbox Minecraft, you can't load the world in, like, without a layer of grass. There's only bedrock, yeah. I manually blew up all of the bedrock, sorry, all of the grass, so I'd have a completely blank canvas. Oh, God. I wanted to make a capital city. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Is there crouch? Crouch works like Minecraft. Excellent. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da. 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 It's not gonna be this thick the whole way around. Ooh. Because that's just too thick. But the idea is going to be that it's gonna be like, you know, for the first few levels, it's gonna be nice and... Wait, is this the same stuff I've been building out of? Marble cobble. What? Okay, well the marble cobble looks really nice, but you want to make it like a classic structure, a classic tower, where it gets thinner as it goes up. And da 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 da. Okay. We have a base to build from, and we can build a nice big tower. Also, I didn't really appreciate this, but the rendering distance in this game isn't half bad. Ooh, it kind of gets fuzzy a little out there, but I wonder if you can adjust the rendering distance. Oh, Chica Fuji Lisa! In hindsight, I should have built it here because this is the highest point. You know what? We can build something else here. It's fine. Ooh, it's fine. It's fine, you know? It's not like we're working with limited material. We have all these white cliffs to work with. We can literally strip everything. We can strip the white away and just put all the white over here. Ooh. But that'll have to be done for another time. Right now, I do think we should call it because stream did crash earlier. But we will be back tomorrow with either... Right now, it's kind of a 50-50. I say 50-50. It's kind of like there's a 30% chance we play KOTOR. This is going to be a gorilla stream. So 30% chance of KOTOR, 30% chance of this, and 30% chance of location guesser. And there's another guesser outside of Ethno Guesser. There's also Ethno Guesser, but there's a third one that I also want to play. We're gonna do one of those three tomorrow. Unless I just say fucking fooled you and I do something completely different, which is always a possibility. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have a great day and a wonderful life. Let me find a place to send you guys off to. But we should be finishing the Gyrodoga next week, so I'm excited about that. Oh, lol, I always just built basic home and maxed out crafting. Then got bored, never even searched out bosses. And repeated once every year or two. You're talking about Minecraft? You never went to fight the Ender Dragon? You're like, I don't care about having wings. I don't care about that gliding function. Back in my day, if you fell from a high distance, you threw down a water bucket, you know, or you died like a man. None of this little mamsy-pams, and I got a rocket in one hand and a hope and dream in my back. Waka-ka-ka! Elytra is what they're called. Let's find a place to send you beautiful, 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 beautiful people off to. Let's see here. Ooh, Zaku 3. All anime appearances of the Zaku 3. You know, I don't know why that got recommended to me, but I'm not going to complain about it. Subscriptions. Who is streaming right now? It's kind of awkwardly late. We talked about Urika a lot earlier in stream. I'm going to redirect you to Urika because she's playing the trombone. I did not know she played the trombone. Sorry, it took me a second to realize what I just said. Ooh. But there you go. It's very late. We started late, and it is very late. So there you go for that. Let's see what we can send you to on Twitch. There's probably nobody here on Twitch, considering stream crashed. So I'll link you out anyways. I'll link you out. Just though I don't think anybody's there. Is it? Oh shit! I can't link out. I didn't restart the Twitch stream. So nobody's on Twitch actually because I didn't restart the Twitch stream. Whoopsie. I guess that's the end of stream. We'll be back tomorrow with something. We're doing a gorilla stream. And I need to find I need to find time to edit the I need to find time to finish the edit for the GM review. I've been saying that for the last like week. For the last like 2 weeks. Well, on the bright side, I've really gotten a fever for editing, and I really enjoyed the Crash Bandicoot edit, so I'm hoping to take that energy into the edit for the GM. Not going to say it's going to be as clean of an edit, because that Bandicoot edit was kind of better than I thought I could do. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have a great day, a wonderful life, and remember, don't lose your heads. Next week, I do want to say this, we should be doing an Ultimate Chicken Horse collab on Saturday, so there should be an extra stream, or we'll just move the Friday stream to Saturday next week as a little heads up to you guys. But in the meantime, have a great rest of your night. Or if you're one of my many Southeast Asian fans, because I have plenty of those for some reason. Yeah, Twitch did die when OBS died. But if you are in Southeast Asia, because I have plenty of you guys for one reason or another, you have a good day. Bye-bye, everybody. I almost hit start. I'm so used to stopping stream on Twitch first. I almost hit start stream on Twitch instead because it hasn't started yet. So there's no end. There's only start. That's almost like philosophical or something. There's no end, only a start. Fucking, I think Gandalf said that or something. You know, it's just another pathway. You know, death is just another pathway, another journey, man. It's just the beginning of a new journey. Ah, fucking, that's a line in Return of the Kings, but said way better.